Let me start recording first.
Oh, I think I'm
And
recording.
yes, I can make the microphone work on my MacBook.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
I can. I just prefer to have this mic because I don't want the thing dangling in my face.
Mine doesn't
Like
have
a
a
little
thing dangling.
hmm,
My cheap one.
clap.
One, two, three, clap. You didn't do it on
One.
time. Did you even try?
Stop. Stop.
I don't know if you
One.
did.
Natalie, you can't do that every time.
It looked
One,
like you weren't
two,
ready.
three, clap. Guess that's fine.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Disclaimer: everything we say is a joke. Is your hair getting out of whack? Have you tried the Floby?
Then you could
This
look like
thing
Jake and Natalie.
sucks. No one's even going to get that reference. That's a Wayne's World rip. If you haven't seen Wayne's World, go watch it.
It's a classic.
Classic. Daisy finally watched it and she liked it. She was
I
all
keep forgetting what I
resistant
want
to
to make
watching
them watch.
it.
Wait, come sit down. Let's watch a movie. Okay. Shit, what did I want y'all to watch?
I save them. I put them in the watch list.
And I'm writing down
And then
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World's classic. We watched Unforgiven the other day. That's a fucking good movie.
What's that one about? Was that the Clint Eastwood one?
Yeah.
Because there's another Unforgiven, I think, out now. I'm like, this isn't Unforgiven.
Yeah.
It's
No.
some Lifetime movie.
No, the Western. I don't know if they appreciate it though, because Daisy's never really watched Westerns, like where they're all badass and come in and do. Because in that one, he's kind of a bumbling idiot, just a drunk who was lucky.
But that, I guess maybe they don't appreciate that because of what, yeah, if they hadn't seen them. But she hasn't seen The
Yeah.
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly?
No.
That. Now my kids have
That's the whole
watched that.
trilogy of that.
I
Did
know,
they
but
see the whole trilogy?
I don't remember, but they've seen that one and they liked it.
They won't watch them. They hate Westerns, Joy and Daisy.
But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
I'm aware.
Hmm.
Fucking Pale Rider. Outlaw Josie Wales. There's a ton of them. They're all Clint Eastwood movies.
I know.
They're all great.
I knew someone that liked the John Wayne ones. Her dad had it, and he'd make us watch
Yeah.
when I was over at her. Who was that?
I never got into John Wayne that much. That one was pretty good. It was kind of a bumbling idiot one too, right? What was it called? True Grit. You ever see that?
I'm sure I did, but I don't remember it. I mean, he really made us
I,
watch all the John Wayne movies when I'd go visit her. We're watching John Wayne movies.
I like westerns anyway. God damn it. Do we have to do research?
No.
What's a Ruby Frank?
That's a person. Ruby
And
Frankie.
we have to research it.
I already watched the movie, the first, and it's only the first question.
It's a movie?
It's a
Isn't that one
documentary.
with Charlize Theron where they made her ugly?
No, it's not that one. That was a great movie. Charlize Theron's amazing.
Amazing they could make her ugly.
I know.
Couldn't you just find an ugly actress? I'm pretty sure they exist. It's not like she's a great
Yes,
actress.
she is. In that movie, she is. She was great.
I never saw it. I don't want to see her ugly.
She was amazing in that movie.
Nah, she was amazing in all the other movies where she was pretty.
You're so dumb.
What are you doing?
My hair
You have
was
a
in my
spider on your
eyes.
head?
It was pissing me off. You know, you get that one hair you can't find.
No. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Maybe I remember. I don't
um,
know.
no, Ruby Frankie was the family vlogger that went to jail for abusing her children.
Why are we talking about this? It's a prelude. You've been warned, idiots.
Let's
Yeah, but
talk about
everything we say on
abuse.
here is not true. It's all a joke. Every single bit of
If you get offended, we were joking.
it. Yep. And if you think we're abusive, we were joking.
If you agree with us, we're not joking.
Or are we?
Hopefully, everyone in the world thinks the same way and knows that we're joking.
Apparently not, because Ruby Frank got thrown in prison.
Because she actually did abuse her children,
How so?
handcuffing them and duct taping their legs and starving them.
Oh no, you should just duct tape their mouths.
And then you don't have to worry about the starving them part.
You don't have to worry about anything. They won't get on your nerves.
Flash joke, joke.
Say it with me. Children are meant to be seen, not to be
Not her.
heard.
That's how we were raised.
Linus got so mad. And I told him that.
Hear this, motherfucker.
He didn't get that mad. How's he doing anyway, that boy?
Great. He's happy he had a friend sleep over Friday night.
Daisy said her friends tease her about being good at math.
But she's not.
She's better than they are.
Really? Me.
Oh yeah. Can't say she's not good. She passed college trig
Oh.
with a B when she was what,
I'm
16,
basing my
15?
statements on what you've told me.
I get to insult her. She's
I'm
pretty
the one
good.
that's
We'll
always
see.
contradicting you.
She's gonna take the AP calculus next semester. So we'll see.
The AP calculus.
AP calculus.
What about just AP calculus?
In English, we use
We don't have to use articles in front of
articles.
everything.
You don't have to, but we have the option, and I like to use them, especially when it doesn't make any sense. That's why I'm a horrible English teacher, because I'm always goofing around with the language. And they're like, sorry, I think language is funny.
So the first question may not be relevant for you.
About Ruby Frank?
Is the Frankie, is the content on Eight Passengers a true and accurate depiction of everyday family life, or is it
It's not relevant for
idealized
me because I
and
don't know what Eight Passengers
it's
is.
a documentary about Ruby Frankie? It's the only question like this, and I did watch it.
All right, well then you answer it. Wait, finish the question. We should Lane should put the questions up, like, so
That's a good idea.
because
That won't make his life
we
harder.
always interrupt ourselves when we're reading the questions. Can't fucking follow what's happening here.
Lane,
You
you
can put them
actually have to
under the
watch the
bottom.
entire podcast and pay attention to it
That's right.
now. No fast forwarding because there's no telling when or where we ask these questions.
That's right.
By the end, people are like, what is this podcast about?
I thought this was about parenting.
Why are they bitching at each other? Natalie looks pissed right
That's later, y'all.
now.
She gets a couple drinks in her and she
No, when
starts
you
getting
get a
angry.
couple drinks in you and start being dumb.
No, you.
No,
Watch.
you.
Play it back. Play it back. We'll see who gets angry. It's you.
It's you.
No, it's not. You get
It's
mad at
your
me for
fault
something and
because you
you're
get
like, why are
stupid.
you mad about this? I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm just talking.
No, you're stupid.
I guess we started early.
Need more drinks in me.
That's right. I think growing up with me for 40 years, she'd be immune to my shit.
40 years.
48? 8 years? 40,000 years, it feels like.
Looks like it too.
Live fast, die young.
Is this young?
No. Apparently, we didn't live fast enough. All right. Is the content on Eight Passengers a true and accurate depiction of everyday family life, or is it idealized and manipulated to present a perfect image of parenting? That's your question.
I mean, I bet you can guess the answer.
I can't. I haven't seen the documentary.
I don't think you have to see it to know the answer to something. It's actually Eight Passengers isn't the documentary, that's her family vlog. That is the name of her vlog.
Oh, oh, yeah. And then it's manipulated to present the perfect
Next
image.
question.
The documentary has one angle or the other, right? Like it's
Well, I
gonna
mean,
say
the
she's a good or
documentary
bad person.
actually showed her retakes and stuff and her bitching at the kids. Shut up! I'm filming! So I think that proves that it's an
I don't think
idealized.
we've done that, right?
No, we usually invite them in.
Yeah.
Come
Come here and tell me
in.
your opinion. Okay, now get the fuck out. That's all we want to hear from you.
And we're okay with showing you that. I don't think
Yeah.
we've idealized our parenting in any way, shape, or
God,
form.
no. If you want to be a failure, follow in my footsteps. And
But
at
I
least I
do
tried.
I do base my self-image on the fact that I'm a good parent.
Yeah, I don't.
I know, I do. You pissed me off with that in our last episode, I
Did I?
think. Calling me out.
You're not a good parent. Oh, wait, yeah, I guess that's true.
I'm a
But in
good
fairness,
parent. I'm a good parent because I tell my children I'm a crappy parent and still learning how to parent. That's what makes me a good
I
parent.
remember your mother doing that.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I've
when she
blacked
was
it.
apologizing after her screaming.
I've blocked all of it out.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no such thing as a good parent, I think.
All you can do is learn from your mistakes. Try to do better next time. Because the
Well,
same thing will happen
don't
again.
physically or sexually abuse your kids is a good start. Don't do any of that shit.
Oh, he said, don't do that.
I
Don't
said
do
don't.
that. Do not do that.
Then move on to emotional abuse, and
I mean, sometimes
don't
it's
do that either.
necessary.
Yeah. Guilt is an instrument. It's a tool.
That's right. Teach them how to guilt others. That's good.
But if you do it all the time, it won't work anymore.
That's true.
Natalie's mom.
At some point, we don't feel guilty about anything we do.
That's right. Guilt's just something made up by society and our mother. Do whatever the fuck I want.
So, why don't we talk a little bit about what a family vlog is before we continue? Do you know what that is? Because I don't think either
No.
of us has ever watched
Is that what
one.
we're doing?
That's what I want. Lane told me it's not what we're doing because we're not videoing our families.
I mean, unless they come in and bother us.
But we're not following them around. And apparently, there have been parents that tell their kids that purposely make their children cry on video so that they can have that on their vlog and use it as a teaching moment.
We've never done that on video.
No. And we did warn them ahead of time we were going to do it, that that was our goal.
But we were kidding.
We were
We actually
shocked.
were kidding.
We were, and we were shocked every time they cried.
We were successful, but we were kidding. Actually, I think we said that so they wouldn't cry, to like
Yeah.
that's how I felt about it. Like, oh, we're gonna make you all cry, and then they won't cry, Like Linus tried. He held out the longest. So you shit on him about his drum solo through the whole song.
That's not what I meant. Never mind. Go back to being boring. You
We
told
were
me to do that.
we were playing Little Drummer Boy, right? He's like, and Natalie told him, do something more interesting. It's boring. I'm like, never tell the drummer to do something more interesting.
Then the whole song became.
The next time we played, it's like, Natalie's like, stop. Linus, what are you doing? Linus like looks at her. Oh, we played the drum. You told me. Starts crying. And me and Natalie did not start laughing and say, we told you we'd make you cry.
We didn't do that, no.
We totally did not do that.
Of course, that was after they'd already been practicing for 4 hours.
The sad part is Linus is 24 years old. It can't be child abuse if they're over 18, right?
This is why we don't put their images on here.
That's right.
So funny.
Anyway, you
So
were saying
anyway,
something about
that's what a
vlog,
family vlog is.
where you take pictures of your family crying.
No, you video your every day your
Right. Yeah.
kids, and then you make them do things just to be on video.
Yeah.
So they were constantly having to keep their house spotless and be dressed up and cute looking and read the Bible together.
You. So I found out Daisy's girlfriend is Mormon. Last night we watched the South Park Mormon episode. Have you ever seen
You're
that?
such a good father.
I'm like, everything they say in here is true. I looked it all.
I haven't seen it. Maybe I'll
Oh, it's
watch it,
fucking
learn
hilarious.
something.
Yeah, it's a history lesson.
But Jason's
Throughout it,
family,
they have like
Jason's family is that right?
who?
My husband.
No, they're not. Not Mormon.
Isn't
They're
that what the
Lutheran
Church
or
of
something.
Latter Day? Oh yeah, Lutheran.
No, Latter Day Saints is Mormon.
That's what I thought. That's what they are.
They totally don't fit the bill.
Why? You've never met them.
I've met Mormons. All of them are the same. Well, not all of them. I'm not going to name names here. I've met a lot of Mormons, and most of them are the same. And they're
Yeah.
not poor, for one thing. There's no such thing as a poor Mormon because work ethic is part of their. I mean, it like the teachings, like the discipline, I guess, behind it is actually really good. They're preppers. Like they all have like 6 months worth of food saved up.
So the other part of
Stuff
his
like that.
family is more like that I've met.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
And just like so happy and friendly and
Yep, yep,
nothing
yep,
negative
yep,
to say. Yeah,
yep,
that's
yep,
Mormon.
yep.
Yeah.
Super sweet. His aunt was so nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
hmm
abnormally nice.
But the whole
You
time I'm
gotta watch
like,
the South Park episode. So good.
but the whole time I'm like, should I say this? Did I just say something shocking? Like
Yeah.
every word out of my mouth is. I remember I met someone at work that was Mormon, and he came over to my house, and at one point he just got up and ran out the door. And I'm like, I don't know what I said, but
Yeah.
apparently I'm the devil.
Yeah. One of the Mormons spent the night at Mark something or other when we were kids. Spent the
Mhm.
night at our house
Oh
once.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my holy shit. I don't know what's
But
happening.
I found out we were known as drug dealers and
And Satanists.
Satanists. Yeah.
Yeah,
And we don't
we weren't
believe in him
Satanists.
either.
Neither do Satanists. They don't. The whole point of Satanism is rejecting religion. But yeah, I think Mormons are good people, better than regular Christians. What are you doing?
Turning on the ceiling fan. I'm dying.
I thought you were like watching TV. Like this is boring. Change the channel.
Let's stop talking about Mormons. I am getting bored.
I mean, they're pretty boring,
I know.
but
That's the
that's kind of the
point.
point, right?
Mm.
All right. So did you answer the question?
What was the question? No, we were just talking about what a family vlog is. Now we're on to question two. Are you going to ask
No,
it?
we're on one. You didn't cross it out.
Oh, cross it
Do you
out.
think it's the perfect image of
No,
parenting?
we answered that one.
Okay, all right. At what point do we begin to question whether family vlogs are more about the parents' desire for fame and profit than the children's well-being and privacy?
Well,
Well, privacy.
I don't think they're
Like,
ever about privacy.
no, yeah. We don't begin to question. Like, it's clearly not about privacy.
I know.
More about fame than their well-being. Yeah, it's more about fame and profit. Why else would you do a vlog,
Well, Ruby
right?
Frankie said she did it because she felt like she had a higher purpose and that she was helping people.
But that's not about her children's well-being.
No, but it's also not about her fame.
All right. I mean, I don't think I would ever do that. Like, follow Daisy around with a camera. Sometimes I wish I had.
I know. Gosh, there are times like I wish I had been recording right now.
At the time the fucking monkey attacked them at the zoo. I
Oh,
had to go
yeah.
pull my phone out. Like, oh my God. Kept doing it. And I'm just sitting there laughing. Ah. Walk away like, God damn, I should have recorded that. If only I were a millennial.
Even Luke falling all the time. Those would be funny to have on
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah.
We did get one good one of Luke.
I mean, them going up on stage, but that first time they were playing, Daisy's like, I think I'm gonna throw up. She's like shaking. I'm like, go, go play.
Well, we did video them on stage.
I know, but that would have been funny.
Or you'd be a
Got this,
shitty
baby.
parent.
But oh no, I mean,
She
they
ended
had
up
practiced a
doing,
lot for that one song. Like she was just on autopilot,
oh,
Didn't
yeah,
matter.
they all were. You can sort of
Hmm.
see it. They all looked like robots.
Yeah, but they were probably the best they played in terms of timing
I know.
because they were just on
Luke on the
autopilot.
piano, hurtling.
In fairness, he still does
I
that.
know. Luke, stop twiddling your thumbs and play.
So
So
yeah,
cute.
I don't I I don't want to judge. I mean, maybe she was touched by God or some bullshit to like
Well, I
teach
think
other
what
people how to parent.
well, I think when they start getting all these views and stuff and all these viewers and people subscribing and watching, it goes to their head, right?
Oh yeah, it's much
Mhm.
more about fame than profit. I think.
Yeah, that's when it becomes about fame, when
Yeah,
more and more people are watching and you get recognized walking down the street.
fame's a drug, that's for sure.
When one of her kids was talking about it, how he sort of liked it because at first all the girls were all over him.
Yeah,
He's 10 years old and every girl wanted to be his girlfriend.
10.
Hmm.
Like I would have not liked that at 10. No, 12.
You already had that at 10. You're Jake's sister. You're so lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, live
I
with
mean,
his
I had that
stinky
in.
ass.
I remember running around second grade, running from girls and in the playground, all trying to kiss me.
That's hilarious.
I was really scared.
What'd you think was going to happen?
I don't know. I just didn't want them to kiss me. It was like a game for. Let's terrorize that boy. Well, now the tables are turned.
Now they run from you,
That's right. Now I'm Pepe Le Pew incarnate.
including his wife. Stop it.
Not even true. She
Go.
runs right to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, at what point? Oh, we did
Yeah, we're done with that one.
that. Are viewers placing too much pressure on families to present an ideal version of their lives? Should we be more critical of what is shared and consumed as reality? Okay,
It's a
let's just
weird
answer that
wording of
first
that.
part.
That's a weird wording of that question.
Are viewers placing too much pressure on families to present an ideal version of their lives?
Well, I mean, if you watch that documentary, it seems so because as soon as she showed one thing that went wrong, everyone was criticizing her. You know, like she made her son sleep on a beanbag chair in the basement,
Hmm,
and everyone was saying she was abusive then.
hmm.
But I'm like, if they saw the beanbag chair you make my kids sleep on, they might not consider that abuse. It looks like a bed. It's humongous.
I don't make anybody sleep on anything. We got carpet,
Okay, I'll
sleep
I'll
wherever you fucking.
relent. They choose to sleep on it.
That's where we slept. They threw a blanket on the floor and we slept on it when we were kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's not abuse. Like,
Have you seen the basement? It's not like it's a dungeon. It's a
Joy's
finished.
grandma still sleeps on a tile floor. That's
Yeah,
what she sleeps on.
yeah.
Not her grandma, her mom, excuse me.
It's a
Daisy's
finished
grandma.
basement with carpeting all on it and couches and
Yeah,
chairs and everything.
fucking fine.
He lost privileges to his bedroom, so they wouldn't let him sleep in his bedroom, and they put that was his punishment, which I think is a stupid punishment. I don't even know how that's a punishment. Now you have to sleep in this other room.
I don't know what was in the other room.
I don't even remember what he was being punished for. The other room looked like a finished basement. It looked like yours. Well, not quite as cool. It didn't have all the musical instruments and stuff. But...
So in their minds, it was better because they don't give a shit about that stuff.
hmm
Stupid kids.
But yeah, I think that they do place too much pressure. But you're signing up for that pressure by starting the vlog to
Yeah,
begin with. Yeah.
right. An
To
ideal
me,
version of it.
I would like, I mean, go back and watch the TV shows with families. Something always goes wrong. I mean, that's the point of the
Well, it's
TV
not even
show.
that, but you compare those normal TV shows to, I think that's why Roseanne was groundbreaking, right? Because
She showed a
it
shitty
it did
family.
not,
Yeah.
yeah, a shitty family with normal shitty problems. Like it wasn't all
My teenage daughter got
fucking noodle
pregnant.
salad,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, like everything they did on there was like, oh, this is like real families and still funny.
And they didn't have a lot of money. Yeah.
No, yeah, they were fucking arguing about money all the time. That's like
That's
real
what
shit,
happens
you
in
know?
real life. Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't do that. I mean, even in TV, right? They don't
Yeah.
present that. Everything's ideal.
Well, even
You watch these shows and you're like, well, where the fuck are they getting money from?
what
Because
was
they're always
that?
like
What's that?
Sex in the City, remember?
Oh,
Like
yeah, they're super
none of them
rich.
have jobs and they're
Yeah.
always out all the fucking time.
Even
Like,
friends.
yeah, yeah,
And they're like, well, even when they lost a job or I don't have a job right now, then they'd go
yeah.
get a job where they're making tons of money.
Right. That's not how
that
the
but
world
that
is.
one show, gosh, I can't remember the name of it, with the really fucked up family living in the projects. Like, white, they were white. It starts with an S.
Archie Bunker,
No, it's a newer one.
a newer white family in the projects.
Hang on, give me a minute. I can't even remember the characters' names. It had the all the kids, and the mother was bipolar, and the father was a drunk.
Oh, Shameless.
Shameless, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
but the only way, what happens at the end of it? They all get rich and they're all making
Yeah,
tons of money. Yeah.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen. No.
No, it doesn't. It gets worse and worse the older you get because you
Yeah.
can't be. And they would have been strippers, and a fucking one of them would have been working at the diner.
Right.
Looking like that? No, you're a
No, you're
stripper
a
if you're
stripper.
poor. And they would have been all drug addicts.
Well, they were
Not
at
like
one point.
one person has an alcohol. No, they would have been real drug addicts,
Yeah, they
missing teeth
didn't show
drug
any of
addicts.
that. Yeah. And
No,
not one of them would have invested their money and made it big. Yeah.
right.
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
their money. That's funny.
Right.
None of
Because
them
they
would have
would
had
never
money
had
to
any of it. Yeah.
invest.
Yeah.
Because when you're
That
poor and you
there
get
was
some
an
money, you're like,
there's another one
we're
that
going out to eat. Fuck it.
there's another one that about the one became like a famous chef. He was an actor from Shameless, but it wasn't tied to Shameless.
It's the bear or something.
Yeah, the bear.
I never
Yeah, I
watched it.
watched that, and I think in
Mm.
season one they didn't even drag it out at all. He finds
So
cans of
poor guy
money, and
got
they're been
rich.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So now he's rich, and that's when I turned it off and quit watching it. All right, I'm
yeah,
bored now.
yeah. I mean, but that's what they want people to think, right? Like
Well, in these
that's the
situations,
underlying
they're not even
message.
having to work hard for it.
No,
They just all of a sudden strike it rich. Yeah.
right. But that's what they want people to think because that makes them feel something for Elon Musk, right? Like, oh, well, one day I might be Elon Musk. You won't be.
No,
I'm sorry. Especially if you keep letting people like that have power, all they're going to do is keep you down so they can have more power and more money. But
hmm,
they'll feed you some fucking entertainment that'll make you think you'll be one of them. So when you do well, you'll be like, oh, well, if I get rich, I don't want people taking my money.
that's true.
Don't worry about it. Not going to happen.
Not something
If
you
it
even
does
need to
happen,
think
it ain't
about.
going to be a big problem.
Hmm.
You're still going to be rich. Sad. Should we even address that second question?
I
Should we
think we
be more
did.
critical of what is shared and consumed as reality?
I think we
I don't
sort
want to
of
talk about
answered
that.
it.
That doesn't make any sense.
We are critical of it.
Yeah, maybe we did. I was thinking of it in more existential
I don't know why
way.
people are consuming it as reality. That's my
Right. It's not.
yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, and I remember reading this from some Native American chick that wrote some stuff about it. And she was like, it's so confusing because it was when TV came out and they were like pumping in these perfect families with all this money and this kind of thing. And she's like, they're feeding them the reason to revolt.
Yeah.
When you watch it, like, this isn't the life you have.
Hmm.
She's like, it doesn't make any sense. Like they're showing them what they don't have and why they should be fighting.
Right. You do deserve to have that.
Yeah, you do, because you're the one working hard.
Hmm.
Ain't none of them working hard.
And it's not their ideas. They're taking everything from everyone
That's right.
else.
It's not their ideas, it's not their labor. Anyway. So, by consuming content that heavily features children, are we indirectly encouraging parents to continue filming and monetizing their lives?
Yes,
Absolutely. Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
But I mean, this
And
has been going on before family vlogging. When what was it like the little princess kids, the TV show, the reality shows about the
mhm.
mothers, or there was one about the little fat girl or something.
Even America's Funniest Videos. Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Like,
That
you know,
may have been the start of it, actually. Yeah.
you may have. Yeah. So, yes, we're encouraging anyone to monetize their lives.
Hmm.
However, I will say monetizing your life may be better than working as a corporate shill.
I'm not saying it's bad to monetize your life either.
Yeah, I mean, you're
But
gonna live your life regardless. Put a fucking video
but what
camera on it
about
and make some money.
monetizing your child's life? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's different.
But I mean, it even starts with child actors. Look at all these child
Yeah.
actors that were drug
Oh yeah.
addicts by the time they became adults. You know, like,
Yeah.
do you
Or
really
and dead. Most of them are dead now, right?
dead? Yeah,
Child
yeah.
actors. Yeah.
hmm They end up pretty fucked up,
Yep.
and they have a camera in their face every time they step out the door. But I guess these
Yeah.
family vlogging children do too. It's
I mean,
crazy.
everybody does now.
That's true. Yeah, but we're not being watched by the whole world either, or by millions of people.
No, but potentially, if they catch something and it goes viral, you would be like that,
Yeah,
like
that's true. God, I'm so glad they didn't have cameras
I
when they
know.
were.
Yeah, it's have been viral in a really bad way. Bad, bad, bad.
So glad.
Mm. Yeah, to me, fame is scary. I mean, even
hmm
if like what we're doing now, like
Yeah, but
became
I don't think
famous.
anything's going to happen with this.
I don't either, but I'd be extremely uncomfortable if it did.
We'd go live in another country. That's what we
That's
would
right. We'll do this shit from here.
do.
We ain't dealing with y'all in America because y'all are crazy.
I know. I mean, I already filter some of the things I say because I don't want people to go do what I said. If I'm joking.
We're always joking. Everything's a joke.
I know.
Yeah, we're comedians.
That's what we'd like to believe.
That's what you're gonna have to believe if we get in trouble. It's all jokes. Especially if I'm in trouble. I was joking. Shit, if it works for the president, it can work for us.
That's right. Oh
Should
man.
these videos even be shared? That's a good question.
Should these as videos?
Don't be a bitch.
I thought you'd point it out and you didn't, so I had to.
It was underlined. You don't have to be an asshat. Or maybe you do.
If you're not going to be one, I will.
Yeah, I'm the sweet guy on this episode. Should they even be shared? It's a weird question. What are you doing?
Asking for coffee.
Yeah, you need more slack ass. I need more juice. A juice.
Should these videos even be shared? What do you mean? Then we wouldn't
Like
have
the
anything to
vlogs.
talk about. This episode
Unselfishly,
wouldn't
should
exist.
these videos even be shared? I think that's the gist of the question.
I mean, I'm fine with them being shared.
I don't know if I am.
I don't know about the children. Yeah, I guess when you go back and read the other one, the ones that feature children,
Yeah,
because can children even really give consent for it, and how are
they
you
can't.
how are you going to impact them for the rest of their lives?
Right.
This is stuff that will be out there for the rest of their lives. You can't take it back.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know if they can in Europe.
share any videos of children,
I mean, I'm sure you can share some, but
like on
I think
Facebook and
they're
stuff. People put their kids' pictures and all that on there.
in
But is
Europe.
that, I don't know. I'm just
I don't know
wondering,
either.
like
I
when you
think they've got much tighter privacy laws in Europe than we do here.
around
Here we
children.
have the First Amendment, right? So you have no law privacy.
Yeah.
They don't have that over there.
I don't know about if it's your child.
I don't know either.
Yeah. And how do you feel about it? Like if someone tells you you can't put your kid's video or image, regular's fine. Thank you.
No, extra strong.
No, he wanted to know if I wanted espresso. I feel like it counteracts.
I mean, like dippity dee, dippity doo, dippity dee doo.
Well, we put the
You know
YouTube,
that song, right? The espresso song.
no, they put the YouTube, we put our YouTube videos of our kids playing in their shows up.
Yeah, and even that I was a little uncomfortable doing.
Yeah, me too. I was questioning it a bit,
Yeah,
but it's only gotten like what, 12 views, so that's fine.
right.
But we were very particular about putting where they are on there, right? Especially
Yeah.
Daisy,
Hmm.
because for some reason we're more, not for some reason, for known reasons, we're
Yeah.
more particular
They're
about
more at risk.
girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, but we had conversations and
We did discuss it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I don't know if they should be shared. Right?
I
Probably
mean,
not.
your wife puts tons out there on Facebook.
Well, yeah, but that's just for her friends.
Are you sure? I should get
Yeah,
someone who's not one of her friends to see what content they can see, just to test
that's
it.
true. Yeah.
Joy
You
has
cut that
a
part out, Lane.
Joy has a lot of friends.
Cut that out. Cut all this out, Lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't. I mean, it's a weird society we live in, right? Because you want to be proud and like show what your kid did, even if it's
Hmm.
like swimming competition and shit like that. Like, I'm sure there are guys that are like looking for fucking preteen swimming competitions and jerking off to it online, you know? But people share that shit because they're proud of their fucking kid, like, which is a normal thing. But
I mean, we used to show up in the newspaper when we were kids.
I never did. Not for anything good. What do you mean?
I did when I was on that
For the
clogging
band?
team.
Oh, clogging. That's right.
Oh yeah, the band did too.
I never did any of that shit. I may have been in the newspaper, but
Yeah, I think the internet has made it worse. What are you doing? You're taking too long to do it. Type faster. Have you seen these kids on their phones, Jake? Look at this. Stop! What the hell?
hold on, I'm putting in an order. She's going to the grocery store.
Oh, so
Okay, what?
I saw a kid holding his phone like this, his thumb just going so fast, sending text. I was just like, how the hell do you do that without dropping the phone? One-handed. Have you seen them do that? It's crazy. And I was like, I told Jason, I bet he can't even type
Yeah,
with a keyboard. But give him a phone, he'll write his paper fast. It wasn't
yeah,
even swiping.
yeah. Daisy doesn't swipe. Like, why do you do that? It's faster to type it. Not for me. Still takes me forever to swipe.
And then I have to back up because it auto corrected
Yeah.
to the wrong word.
You got to download the, or maybe you already have it, the Google keyboard. You
Yeah, I
did, right?
do. Yeah.
Yeah. The Samsung one sucks.
Oh, yeah. The
Swipe
Google
on that
one's
one.
better than any others, but every
Yeah.
once in a while it still screws up.
The iPhone one really sucked.
The iPhone one auto corrects the word to something misspelled. I'm like, what are
There's
you
something that
doing?
isn't a word. Like, what the fuck? What's
I
IUO? That's clearly not what I was trying to say.
know. I
Like, pick a
know.
word that
It's
starts with
insane.
A.
I hate
You'll
it
be
when
close.
it's worse when it misspells your word. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, the iPhone one sucked big time.
iPhones just suck in general. Like, I don't
Now
know.
we're going viral.
They really do suck.
I agree completely. I had it for over a year and hated every moment.
You had it for like 3 years, right?
People
You
who
kept that one.
people who have never had an Android have no idea what they're missing.
They don't.
Mm-mm,
Like, it's so ridiculously complicated to do anything on the iPhone. Not intuitive at all.
mm-mm.
Anyway, should they be shared? Probably not, but we'll go keep sharing them.
I know. I do want to look into European privacy
Yeah,
laws around children. Maybe Lane can throw something up
yeah,
there.
Lane, do some research and get back to us.
Hmm.
We can have a follow up on the next episode.
Yeah, yeah.
What responsibility, if any, should be placed on the viewers? Does having an audience convince the parents that they are doing the right thing? I have an interesting angle on this.
Hang on.
What are you doing? You can cut this out, Lane. She's being a bitch.
I am not like you were
Yeah.
putting in your order for a year because you don't know how to
What are you
fast thumb
doing?
it.
What are you doing?
I did it. I'm done.
What were you doing? Turn it off.
I
Are you
do it.
working?
No, I was doing follow up. It's at the bottom of the page.
Oh, well, say what you're doing.
I just
Like,
did.
no, do it. Be like, I'm gonna take a note of that. What are you doing about it? Start typing.
Well, I thought you could see what I was doing.
I don't think any of us wants that. So you read the question again. It's your
You
turn.
already read it.
Read it again. They don't
Why?
remember. It was forever
Because
ago.
you don't remember.
Okay.
What responsibility, if any, should be placed on the viewers? Does having an audience convince the parents they are doing the right thing? I mean, could having an audience convince the parents they're doing the wrong thing when they get people pissed off at them?
Well, what about child pornography?
I mean, they do arrest people for looking at it.
Right. Should this be the same concept?
I mean, you looking at it get gets them more views, which could get them more money, so that definitely wouldn't encourage them to stop. But Ruby Frankie and her family ended up having, or she did, having people threaten her, and there were death threats and stuff on her and stuff like that. And that made her, it seems like in that documentary, that made her quit putting her kids on there as much, like, if at all.
I mean, societal pressure is a real thing and it's there for a real reason, right?
Yeah.
Like social mores and that kind of thing. Like whether they're religious or not, we have expectations of how we behave in society, right?
Yeah,
And this is one of them. Like, if the majority of society disagreed with this, then it wouldn't be a thing
that's
because people
true.
wouldn't watch it and they would
Well, not
condemn the people doing
necessarily.
it.
I think
Well, it would be a thing on the fringe, right back to the
yeah,
child porn thing, right?
right,
And it still
right.
exists, but it ain't
It's on the
it
dark
ain't
web.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
but
can't imagine these family vloggers. I'm gonna vlog on the dark web instead if you won't let me do it out here. I don't know.
who knows? Who
I don't
knows?
know. I don't know how much money you make on that either.
I don't either. Does having an audience convince them they're doing the right thing? I think it can. You know.
Well, again, that goes back to what the audience is saying. Could it be
Mm,
if it's mostly negative, can that
yeah,
convince them they're doing the wrong thing?
yeah, but in this case, I don't know that viewers are doing something.
I mean, when hers was mostly negative, it didn't stop her.
Yeah,
She even hired a
I mean,
lawyer
mostly
who,
negative. You get more viewers, so you get more
mhm.
money, right? It doesn't matter good or bad. Like everyone's gonna watch. All press is good press. Remember?
So
So
maybe it's more about the money. The money convinces them they're doing the right thing.
yeah.
Well, her lawyer told her to go and apologize. This was about making him sleep on the beanbag chair. And she said no, refused to apologize for it, and kept doing
I'll
the
get the
vlog.
beanbag chair. How that's abuse. I don't understand.
Yeah, maybe I don't know enough about it. I did not feel like that was abusive.
It was filled with tacks or something.
It was 10 months he didn't have a bedroom, slept in the basement on a beanbag. Maybe it was a bad basement. I don't know.
They had like vicious dogs down there, rats. I would have loved sleeping in the basement when we were kids.
Leave
Beanbag
me
chair,
alone.
whatever.
Pretend I don't
I'll
exist.
sleep on the fucking floor.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't understand that.
Mm.
But think about the guy that deleted his son's Minecraft
Oh yeah,
account
they
or
thought that was
whatever.
child abuse.
Yeah, like,
Mm.
okay. So they probably think
I
I
think,
was abusive when I took away the video game.
yeah, some of them need to be really abused. Y'all need to understand the lines here.
Right.
What's happening to you is nowhere close to
I
abuse.
know. But
You're
he
just
paid,
a pussy.
Linus, he paid for it with his own money. I'm like, well, I'll give him whatever it sells for at the yard sale.
I wouldn't even do that. I'd
Yeah,
be like, well, next time you'll fucking
he
understand. You
won't
fuck
hit
up, you
his
lose money.
brother when he messes up in a video game. Sorry.
This is a life
Unacceptable.
lesson.
This
If
is
you fuck up in life,
unacceptable
you also
behavior.
lose money.
Yeah, you could lose your entire job. You think people are
You
going to
can
be
lose your
kissing your
freedom.
ass at work? No.
Yeah. And now bring me one of your video games for arguing.
Did you forget you're to be seen
That's
and
right.
not heard?
Always
That's why
remind him.
when my kids go on video, I mute them.
Look at my kids. Aren't they pretty? No. Get on. Go on. Opinions are like assholes. Shut the fuck up.
No one wants to look at that hole.
Certainly no one wants to hear from
Hear
it.
definitely they don't want to hear from that hole. That's not even funny.
All right, I think we answered that one. Or not. I don't think we've answered any of these. We just contemplate them and move on.
Right.
Are viewers complicit in the exploitation of children by watching these videos? That's kind of the
Yes.
same question.
I think it's a yes, definitely. You're complicit. It's the same thing as child porn. By watching it, you're complicit. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I'll say yes because I don't watch that shit. It
I don't
seems
watch it
boring.
either.
I've got my own kid that
Yeah, I've
bores me
never
with
watched any
bullshit.
of them. I didn't really even know it was a thing, but I did watch the
Yeah,
documentary about it. I am also complicit. I don't know.
yeah, you are. I've
I
never
mean,
watched a documentary about it. It seems really boring.
I was curious if it was the beanbag chair that got her arrested. If so, these videos are never going on
No, we're done. Why are we wasting our time? Let's just talk on the phone like we always do.
YouTube. But no, it wasn't the beanbag chair.
Yeah, no, I don't know if they're complicit.
I do, just like porn. But then does aren't we exploiting children? Again, I'm going back to movies. Aren't we exploiting children by watching movies that they're in?
Well, and if you watch the news, are you complicit in what's happening over in the Middle East?
No,
Why not?
because they're not doing it for views.
Oh, yeah, they are. The news?
The news is the people in the Middle East aren't.
Hmm. I guess they're not getting anything out of it other than what they're getting out of
And
it. Yeah, that's true.
that's
All right,
not
I need more
children.
ajouis.
Uh, Au jus.
Did you get coffee?
I did. It's right here. See? Coffee. Ooh. I'll entertain them drinking my coffee. Mm.
You sing about it.
Sing about it?
Yeah.
I don't know the song.
Oh, cry, oh, cry.
What?
Cry, oh, cry. Oh, cry, oh, cry.
I'm dancing. I'm
No cry,
dancing.
no cry. No cry, no cry. That's the same.
That's why every time we go offline, we're crying
Who?
because we tried so hard.
Oh, yeah. All I do is try.
I try so much that I can't even cry.
Ow.
What'd you step on?
I'm not looking.
You need to
It's hurt
vacuum.
real bad.
Big old image of your
Some,
belly in the
some,
camera.
some, someone needs to vacuum. It's not me. Cut out the belly shot lane. Seriously.
Where's your
Don't
robot
make.
when you need it?
It doesn't come in here.
Did we finish talking about being complicit?
Yeah. Should platforms like YouTube take more responsibility in vetting content involving children? No, I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so.
I mean, YouTube isn't the government, right?
Right.
I think you have laws. I mean, obviously, it's your platform. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
But
But
if they take responsibility on anything, it would be getting information on the people posting it so that the government can go after them if they need to.
yeah, yeah,
So it's
yeah,
up to the individuals to follow the law.
right. I mean, if you had a platform, would you let them put anything up there like that?
Me?
Yeah, if you owned YouTube.
Probably.
But you don't think YouTube should.
I didn't say that. I said YouTube shouldn't take more responsibility. I agreed with you.
I, I don't have an opinion yet.
You did say no when you read it. You said no.
That doesn't mean I have an opinion.
So I took that to be your opinion.
No, but if you had one, if you owned YouTube, you would take responsibility.
I might to a certain extent, but there comes a point when there's so much content, it becomes hard to police it. And you get
They
into,
make a lot of money. They have the money to police it.
yeah, but then it comes to, then you start getting into these gray areas, like is this good, is this bad, and who ultimately should be making that decision? Should it be YouTube or should it be the government or the police or whatever, or the
But
courts,
if you're the company, you have the right to make that decision.
Yeah,
It's your company.
I know. Well, let's take
But
the
you
Ruby Frankie thing. When death threats started coming out, would you still let her post stuff or would you have taken her off?
her, from what you've told me, death threats are okay. Maybe I'd repost them or retweet them, whatever you call it, amplify
I
them.
mean, if I had a platform like that and I'm making tons of money, I don't want to have to think about it. Like, just give me the money, let me live my life. But of course, when
Yeah,
it comes to child porn, I might be a little
I
more.
mean, but that's kind of how Exxon feels about the environment, right? Like, I'm making tons of money. I don't want to think about the environment. Let me live my life.
I mean, it's different when they're dumping oil into the ocean, and it's
Is
not.
it?
Yes,
You don't think this is worse?
no. I think I'd police child porn, but the other gray area stuff, I mean, it depends on the laws. I might try to follow European laws that are more protective of children, but
But the laws don't protect the environment either.
they should.
But they don't.
But they should.
But they don't.
But
So
they should.
should you as a corporation have responsibility outside of what the laws dictate?
I mean, some corporations do. I would when it comes to protecting the environment because you're protecting yourself at the same time.
You are too, from fucking up society and the way they view everything. I think it's a little more nuanced, but
It is more nuanced. That's the problem.
well, the problem is corporations do whatever they want to maximize their profits,
Hmm.
and they don't give a fuck what happens to society or the environment or anything else. They just
Yeah,
care about
that I
profit.
don't agree with.
You don't agree with what I said, or that they do that?
No, I don't agree with them doing that.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of what this question's getting at to me.
Oh,
Is there such a thing as corporate responsibility,
yes.
and even beyond legal ramifications?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think they should take more responsibility in vetting the content involving children.
I don't
I
know what
changed my I
responsibility.
changed my answer.
I don't know what responsibility they're taking now.
I don't either. Clearly, it's not enough.
I think it's
Or
some. I
maybe
know.
it's enough. I don't know. It might be enough.
Yeah,
I don't
I
watch
know.
a lot of fucking content involving children, so I don't really know what's out
That's
there.
me too. I don't look for content
I have a
involving.
child. I don't want to watch shit about children. I watch travel vlogs.
Yeah, I'm not interested in watching stuff about children.
Certainly not about some bitch who thinks she's a great parent.
I
I
definitely
already
have
have.
no
I already
interest in
have my
that.
sister.
Shut up. Well, already have my brother telling me I'm a shitty parent. I don't need anyone else telling me that.
I never said that. And if I intimated that, it was just to counteract your own, you know,
Whatever. I
narcissism.
think you're more that way than I am.
A shitty parent? I agree.
No, acting like you know more.
About parenting?
Yeah,
I've never acted that way.
yes, you do.
No,
Play
I
it
didn't.
back, Lane. Play it
Yeah, good luck.
back. Don't say never.
I'm pretty sure I've admitted my failures all along the way. My greatest critic.
I don't think it's possible to be a perfect parent.
No, of course not. It's not possibly perfect in anything.
I don't even know if it's possible to be a good parent. You do your best. That's all you can do.
You
Try to be
hate yourself for
thoughtful
the rest of your life.
or get drunk.
Or do both.
Yeah.
They go hand in hand.
Here they go.
Hmm.
Isn't the next one sort of the same question?
I'll read it.
What responsibility does YouTube have in protecting the children featured on these channels?
Yes, same.
I mean, what can they do about it, maybe? Take the videos down, not let you post them? I don't know.
Yeah, same question. What's the next one?
Okay. Should there be stronger regulations on family vlogs, particularly those involving young children, to ensure their protection? Yes.
Yes. And I'm pretty sure in Europe there are. But Lane's going to do the research and get back to
Yeah, definitely.
us. Yeah.
Next question.
Well, this one's tough though, right? Because there is the First Amendment, and so that kind of protects the press, right?
Do you,
To
do you find
capture
these
whatever they want.
parents to be the press?
I mean, the press is defined
Is
as
it news?
disseminating information of interest to the public. And so if they're getting hits, it's obviously of interest to the public.
Yeah, but the children have no say in it, so someone else has to protect them. That's the problem.
You can't.
I mean,
I mean, in public,
they already
like,
have laws around speech, like you can't yell fire in the movie theater.
right.
Mhm.
But like filming children at a playground, a public playground, is perfectly legal. Can't do anything about it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because I know they go and get signatures and now they black out the kids' faces or blur them too.
they don't have to. Legally, they can do whatever they want.
Except in Europe.
Yeah, I'm talking about the US.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, if it's a public space, publicly funded, then you can film. There's no expectation of privacy in public.
That's
That's
true.
why and there's the plain view doctrine, like people can film in your car if it's out there. That's why cops can look in your car and see what's in there. Same fucking
Hmm.
thing protects them. That protects someone taking a picture inside your vehicle. First Amendment's a little problematic when you start understanding all the rights it gives. You know,
Hmm.
people being able to spread lies and propaganda. It's all protected. Free speech.
I don't know about the lies part because you can sue if it hurts you.
Yeah, but you don't have much standing here. In Europe, yeah, you can get in trouble for libel, but not
Hmm.
here.
You can get in trouble here. I just don't know what the laws
It's very
are.
difficult to do. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very difficult to prove here libel. Like you have to actually prove that you had monetary losses
Mm-hmm.
essentially.
Yeah.
Can be done, but it ain't easy.
I mean, there's all kinds of lot. Now they have the AI that makes it look like you're saying something you never said.
Yeah, I don't think that's illegal either. That's kind of a new realm, right?
Yeah, it's not illegal yet. I don't know if it will be because they're doing it more to the very wealthy. So I could see it becoming illegal because those.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Oh, it's hurting us rich people? Well,
Yeah.
no, no.
Mm.
Yeah, it's weird. So yes, there should be stronger regulations, but
I mean, you said it one time years ago when you were in Thailand. What? How was it you worded it? Like, people in America don't know what real freedom is because you give up freedoms in exchange for safety.
that's right. That's right.
Hmm.
Freedom from and freedom to.
Yeah.
That was from The Handmaid's Tale. That was one of the themes in that book.
Hmm.
You know, are you free from things? Or are you free to do things?
Right. Yeah.
These are in exact opposition to each other.
Yep. So the safer you feel, most likely the less free you are. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, you think about places like,
Singapore.
um, yeah, yeah, that's a good example, right? Like,
Yeah. Hmm.
safest place in the world. Nothing bad's going to ever happen to you. But you can't do anything either. You
Yeah.
speak out of
Definitely
turn.
don't chew gum on the sidewalk.
Right, right. I
Hmm.
mean, yeah, it's all about what you find important.
Hmm.
I like freedom too. My land's a freedom too place. You can do whatever the fuck you want, especially if you got money.
I mean, to a certain extent, because at those places you
Yeah,
don't.
they still have laws. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's not like it's a fucking lawless place,
Right. Hmm.
but if there's a hole in the road and you fall in it, you should have fucking been watching where you were walking.
Hmm.
It's not like, oh, I'm gonna sue the whole company and be a millionaire. Like, no, open your eyes,
Some
idiot.
of that is scarier for women than for men too, or children.
Fall in the hole.
No violence against them.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I get that. I mean, as a white foreigner in Thailand, yeah, it's great. I can do what I want.
Yeah.
But
And
as an
me being an
impoverished
older
fucking
woman, I'm
Thai
less
lady,
likely to have something happen to me because I'm not the young hottie anymore. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Does society romanticize influencers and content creators, overlooking potential ethical issues because they provide entertainment or relatable content? Hmm.
I don't know about romanticizing them, but I think they will overlook potential ethical issues because they provide entertainment or relatable content.
I mean, but that's the nature of fucking TV, right? Like,
Yeah,
same
even a
thing.
TV
It's
show.
always
And
been
I
that way. Yeah.
definitely don't think you should regulate the YouTube and family vloggers more than you regulate television. If it's allowed to be on TV, then it should be. But
Oh, yeah. I
I
don't think we're anywhere near that. So
no, I
that's
think
the
it's the other
problem.
way around. TV is probably more regulated than
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah.
Romanticize. I don't know about our society, our age, but maybe at Wayne's or the kids' age.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem a lot more influenced by stuff they see.
It's a hard word.
Influenced.
Influenced.
I was thinking out what I was going to say as I said it. I was thinking indoctrinated by what they see
I mean, that's
first.
not a bad word. Like,
Yeah.
I think there is a lot of that, you know?
Mhm.
I don't, the second part of that question doesn't make sense to me.
The overlooking
The
potential ethical issues?
ethical issues, yeah.
To me, that makes more
'Cause-
sense than romanticizing. Because I don't even think they think about the ethical issues. Even when you go see the comments and stuff, I mean, maybe there were, but on
You and
the,
I don't watch fucking influencers or content creators anyway,
I
so
know, like on that
we don't really know
documentary,
what the
they
fuck
didn't,
they're talking about. Like,
on that documentary, they didn't talk about anyone commenting on the ethical issues. It was more about them commenting on the content itself, how she was abusive or not abusive, a good parent, a bad parent, things like that.
but would you have ever heard of her before the fucking documentary?
Yeah, because I first saw it in the news that she was arrested.
What news?
The newspaper?
You read the
CNN?
newspaper? That's not the newspaper.
Well, it's the news.
Uh,
She was a headline.
even that kind of shit, I just don't care
But
for.
that's the same
Yeah,
thing as what I mean to me.
yeah,
The news and the documentary, they're the same thing. Something else. I never would have heard of her otherwise. If she hadn't been arrested, I'd still be clueless
yeah.
because I don't watch those things. I don't really watch YouTube videos.
I do, but it's all travel vlogs.
Yeah, I don't watch those either.
I mean, they're like funny, goofy people, like the bread gang thing we talked
Yeah,
about
yeah,
last.
yeah. I did watch one of those. It was cute. He had all these kids
Yeah.
following him around. It was pretty
Oh
funny.
yeah, yeah. I saw that one.
I was a little
It was the
uncomfortable with it at
Philippines, I think.
first. Yeah.
He was too.
Yeah, he was. I'm like a
He's like,
little
what's going
uncomfortable with this,
on?
but at the same time, it was cute. Yeah.
Mm, they're funny people. That guy with the big mullet, like what the
I
fuck?
mean,
At
it's,
first I saw it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? The guy's got a huge mullet, and then he turned out to be like this really funny dude.
yeah. I mean, it's like when we were young. Uh, I remember when you came and stayed with me when Lane was little, and we just have like neighborhood kids showing up. Like their
Oh
parents
yeah,
didn't know they were there.
yeah. That wasn't great,
I mean, at one time
but we were good.
the
Yeah,
school called me to pick up the child.
other kids.
Yeah,
Jesus,
someone else's kid from
can you
school.
imagine? And like when that's when they get lice, those kids, and she shaved their heads. What the fuck? What are you doing?
We went to her
We
house.
already fucking liced them. Like,
I know. And
you didn't have to
we
do
went
that.
to her house and treated her house. She wasn't even home.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And when I lived,
Anyway,
before I even had kids, when I lived by myself in Florida, all the neighborhood kids were at my, I'd have 8 kids at my house, and I'm there.
yeah, yeah.
It was weird, yeah. But I didn't feel
I never
uncomfortable.
did that.
I never felt uncomfortable back then because it
Mm,
wasn't as big a thing then as it came to be, right?
I don't think you'd feel uncomfortable now. You
With
might be worried financially, like someone's going to try to take your money. But if they
no,
go
but
by
I
your
would
house,
I
they're not going to
now
think you
I
have any money.
now I would get now I get to know the parents. So I become
Yeah.
friends with the parents now. So it's a little different now. Back then I didn't know didn't
Well, what's funny about Colorado is they don't. Like the first time we had like people come over for whatever, and like with their kids, they just dropped them off and drove off.
yeah, that's
I'm
weird.
like, you didn't even come in to meet us. Like one of the parents commented on it because the first time I dropped Daisy off at their house, I like came up, talked to
Hmm.
them, and they were like telling Daisy, "I love your dad." Then he actually came up and met us. I'm like, I'm not dropping my kid off on someone I never fucking met. I'm still uncomfortable because I just met you.
Well, when that little boy came to spend the night Friday night, Jason told Linus he's not coming over until I hear from his father.
Right.
Because Jason was picking the kid up from school and bringing him to our house. He's like, I have to
Wow.
talk to the parent first.
Hmm. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, the first time when they came by, like, and they just dropped a kid off, and I'm like, where are the parents?
Well, when
I
Lane
was
was little,
uncomfortable that they dropped the kid off and I didn't know them.
the police showed up at my house looking for one of the kids. Do you remember that? Were you there when that happened?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, the police showed up and asked if I knew where Brandy was. And I'm like, she's right there. Like she was in my house. Because the parents
Yeah.
went out and left the grandma in charge.
Uh, but you knew that before you said where she was.
No, I didn't know that. I thought the parents were home. I thought it was weird the police were there.
You learned nothing from Grandma.
About
I'd have
what?
been like, who's Brandy? I don't know no Brandy. I don't talk to the police. Oh, you mean Brando? We call her Brando.
Well, her little sister and the grandma were there with the police.
uh, well, that's different.
And I'm like, why didn't you come here before calling the police anyway? Like, you know she's here all the time. The
Yeah.
parents were asking if she could come move in with me. Like, it was weird. The grandma
Yeah.
was weird.
Everybody's weird.
Luckily, I didn't even think anything of it. The police were starting to act like they were going to arrest me at some point, but then the parents showed
What?
up. Yeah. Then the parents showed up. I mean, it didn't get very far
Yeah.
with it before the parents showed up and like, yeah, she's at her Natalie's house all the time.
Yeah.
We know it's not a big deal.
Why didn't you call me?
I
You know she's here.
know.
She's always here.
Well, the grandma didn't know.
Mm.
I don't know why the kids didn't like their grandma. Oh,
So
this is
do
about the
they?
romanticizing them.
Yeah,
I really don't
probably.
know. I really
I
don't
mean, they're
know.
just. It's just another level of fame, right? Like it's
It's
a
another
lower level of
TV
fame.
show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, so they do in that way, but they're not like superstars unless they turn it into something else. Like Nessa Barrett started out as YouTuber, you
Yeah,
know, and now she's turned into a musician
yeah.
and a pretty good one. But
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's also people out there that just like fucking talk about their products that they bought, and some people follow that shit. I don't think Daisy does.
I don't
I
know.
know
I
the
don't.
boys don't. You got boys, so you can't even
Yeah, but
comment
I
on
don't
them.
know if Daisy follows that completely, especially now. But I know when she was younger, I remember her talking about one person, and this person's honest. She doesn't lie at all on there, and she tells the real thing and what she believes. So,
Oh God, that's scary.
mhm.
But I don't know. I mean, for you, like influencers and content creators are probably like the video game players that they watch play video games. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
do it again. But you know, like those
yeah.
are like
Actually,
people that they
yeah.
follow, you know.
I don't know. Is
I
that
don't know.
less detrimental because the ones they follow just talk about new video games to play? From my understanding, that's what this one. And actually, they were actually watching one uh, for a while that talked about different board games, and they would tell me I want to get this board game. It seems really fun and this and this and that, and I'd go buy a board game for us all to play together.
Sure. Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that's as detrimental as other things, if they're not talking about,
Well, it doesn't say detrimental. It says, are you overlooking potential ethical issues?
yeah, I don't
I don't think
know.
there's any ethical issues about board games.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
I
know,
don't know that. I didn't see any that I found ethically
no,
compromising.
yeah,
Yeah.
I just think staring at a screen all the time is fucking bad.
Yeah.
Unless you're watching this.
Well, you're not thinking for yourself. But you don't
No,
think you're not thinking for yourself anymore when you're watching. You're letting someone else tell you what to think.
unless you're watching Not Crying, Not Trying, then you're thinking for yourself.
Yeah, because we don't even know what to think.
Yeah,
Listen to our answer at the beginning of the question at the end.
yeah. We started here, we ended up there, and we're still not sure.
Yeah. And if you ask us the question again tomorrow, you could get completely different answers.
And whatever we decide is probably the wrong answer. So,
Think for yourself.
yeah,
Join in the conversation in your mind.
family vlogging. Isn't that what we've been talking about the whole time? You read it. Your
Are
turn.
the
I read the first half.
No, you didn't.
So,
Don't say it if it's not true. Are the parents truly representing the interests of their children, or are they using their kids for personal gain or entertainment? I don't think they're representing
where?
the interests of their children. I think they're representing their own interests. But I don't know if
Yeah,
they start off for personal gain
they do. Why else would you put it on YouTube?
because you're proud of yourself and your children. I mean, you can start construing that to be personal gain, that you want recognition, but I don't know.
I think it's all personal gain.
Yeah, I know you think that way. I don't think that way. I mean, being proud and wanting to brag to me isn't necessarily just personal gain.
It is.
I know you think that.
Being humble is a real thing, and it's a good thing.
Too bad you don't know about it.
I've been taught about it a time or two.
I mean, the world teaches you about that.
That's right.
Look how fast I am as I fall flat on my face. Guess I gotta be a little more humble.
I mean, look how smart I am as I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Mm.
Look at what a great parent I am as my children fail in life.
That's never happened to any of us. Yeah. I hate this question.
Luckily, lives aren't over. You can go on.
Go ahead.
Are the Quit telling me what to do. Maybe I'm not done with that question.
You're like my boss. I told him one time, can we add these people to this mailing list? He's like, don't tell me what to do, Brian. Now he does it all the time. And I'm like, can we do this? Like, don't tell me what to do.
You're pretty bossy.
I think that's probably his point.
Maybe you should
But I love him
listen.
to death, so it's all right.
Are the family members' personal lives being shared too publicly? How much privacy are they sacrificing by sharing everyday moments with millions of viewers? You're
Well,
sacrificing
what
all your
privacy?
privacy.
All of the privacy is sacrificed. Are they being shared too publicly? Well, not if you want to share publicly. And they're shared the exact amount of publicly. How much privacy are they? Yeah, they have no privacy at that point. I
Yeah,
mean, if
you're.
you've shared it on YouTube public, like anybody in the world can see it instantly. So
Mhm.
no such thing as privacy.
I know. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Answer is yes.
How should sensitive or private moments, e.g., illness, arguments, personal milestones, be handled in the vlogs?
First of all, good use of EG. I like it. Versus IE. Well done. It's a man who knows EG versus IE. I appreciate that on a very deep level. EG is like, these are some examples. IE is like, these are specifically what I'm talking about. So leaves it open. Yeah. Well done,
Okay.
Lane. Love you.
There's a learning moment about grammar in there. There probably is one of those in every episode.
How should sensitive or private moments be handled in the vlogs? Well, we have this guy named Lane, and he edits out the shit we shouldn't be saying. That's how we handle it. And if we're getting in trouble, it's all on you. No pressure, but lots of pressure. Because if your mom and me lose our jobs, ain't no money, baby.
Money
We're
gone.
fucking done as a family.
Right. Guess we will be moving to Thailand.
That's right.
Living on the beach, literally.
Sleeping on the beach, eating shit we find up
Get
washed
used to
from the shore on the
sand in
beach.
your sensitive parts.
Lane's gonna be less scared of that than you are. How should they be handled in the vlogs? Just don't do it. Don't do it. Illness, arguments, personal milestones.
Illness. I guess it depends on what the illness is.
I mean, if I'm sick, I'll be like, yeah, let's do it next week.
Yeah, but I don't see a
Arguments?
problem with showing someone with the sniffles on camera.
Yeah, but we
It's
don't
just because
usually
you're a
argue.
baby. Like, you, I'm
You think
sick.
I'm getting the black lung?
Men, I stubbed my toe.
Arguments? Arguments aren't a problem because Natalie and I never argue.
Never.
Never.
We love each other unconditionally and
That's
agree with
correct.
whatever the other one says.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the promotion thing again.
I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to talk about it. See, we agree. We don't
Yeah.
argue.
Personal milestones. I mean, maybe we shouldn't mention when our kids lose their virginity. Is that a personal milestone?
My kid's gay. She's never going to lose her virginity. I fucking win.
I don't know that we're the best to be asking this question.
I don't know what personal
I
milestone
probably am
means.
not. I hear people tell me TMI all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
No one
I'm
ever
like,
tells
is
me
that
that.
Is that sensitive? Is that something you shouldn't talk about? I didn't know that.
See, I have this thing called social awareness. So
Yeah,
I don't do
apparently
that.
I
Like
don't have it. Yeah.
you don't have it. I'm good at it.
I
I
mean,
know
just
what's
saying you have to
appropriate
go
and what's not
pee.
appropriate.
If I'm on the phone and say, hang on, I have to go pee, that's TMI.
I don't know. I have to go pee.
I've been told TMI for that one. Okay.
For having to pee?
Yeah.
I mean, if you said like I have to go shit, that's kind of, I guess you should say I have to go to the restroom.
Yeah, that's what I started saying after that.
I never said I have to go pee. I always said I have to go to the restroom. Natalie's not very civilized.
I learned it from your mother.
I know. I told you Joy's the one that taught me like putting stuff onto your spoon with your thumb
She
is
told us
not
to do that.
socially acceptable. She did. She's like, this is what you do in society. You use your thumb to scoop stuff. And Joy's like, why do you do that? I'm like, what do you mean that's what you do? She's like, look around. Nobody ever does that. It's gross. And then I did, and I'm like, God damn. I've been doing that my whole life. I'm
I
like
know.
26 years old. And I thought that's just what everyone
You
does.
told me.
Mom taught us. Yeah, right. After she told me.
And then I noticed people actually use bread for that,
Yeah,
or
or a knife
tortillas
or
here.
whatever it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. Like nobody uses their thumb. I've never seen anyone do that since, and I pay attention all the
Me
time now.
too. I notice it. Yeah.
Nope,
I'm always
nobody does
watching.
that.
Nope, that person didn't do it either.
Nobody's ever used their thumb. You
Mm-mm.
fucking bitch. Like, where did she even get that from?
I don't
Grandma
know.
must have used tortillas. Grandma never used her thumb.
I don't remember Grandma and Papa eating. Grandma used to eat finger foods a lot.
It's a finger food.
Something you use your hands to eat, like crackers, cheese and crackers,
uh, Fruits. But she'd use
fruit.
a fork with fruit.
She would? I don't remember
Oh, yeah.
that. Mm.
Yeah. Papa used to slice it up for her and give her a little fork. She'd eat it.
Yeah, because
Dip, dip it in salt. Yeah.
he'd put the American cheese on watermelon.
It makes me want to puke. So
Not me. It
gross.
sounds good.
Cheese on watermelon?
It was
Oh,
good. Grandma
God.
used to let
That's
me have bites.
disgusting. No.
And on apples.
No, he'd put salt on the apple.
He put cheese on those too.
I don't remember.
Because you were outside with Papa. You weren't inside with Grandma.
I'm pretty sure Papa was putting the cheese on the apples.
But
He
it's
was inside.
but he it's funny that they never made that for us.
No, they gave us tacos and frozen pizza. Frozen tacos and frozen burritos.
Burritos. Yeah.
Yeah, I still
And
love those
junk
frozen burritos.
cereal. Fruity Pebbles.
That was rare that they had that. I feel like
I feel like they
I don't
always
remember what
have
I
it.
used to eat over there. She'd always give us something. We didn't
That
eat much. It was
gross
gross.
stew.
Everything. Oh God, she'd make that all the time. So nasty. Nasty.
I'd shove it into my cheeks and go spit it out, and I have to go to the bathroom. I remember being in the bathroom and Grandma bitching about she goes to the bathroom a lot, spitting it in the toilet because then you can flush it down and hide the evidence. Don't spit it in the trash.
Yeah.
They'll catch you.
Well, I'd put it in my napkin and put it in my pocket.
That you can get caught at too. Toilet
I don't think I
safer.
ever did. I can go throw it away. They're always watching you more than me.
Yeah, you were the baby. You got
Yeah.
away with everything.
So you shouldn't argue in the vlog. I think we can all agree on that.
And share whatever the hell you want to share, unless it's about your
Yeah.
children. Leave them alone.
Yeah. Yep. Boom. There's a line between creating content for entertainment and exploiting a child. Yeah, there's definitely a line.
It also goes on to ask where should it be drawn.
Wait,
But
read the whole question. I didn't even finish it.
is there a
Lane,
line
you have to put the questions up.
is there a line between creating content for entertainment and exploiting a child's image for profit, and where should that line be drawn? But I mean, that's not just about vlogging, that's about TV shows and movies too. Didn't we talk about Jodie Foster playing a child prostitute or something
How old was she?
before? I think she was playing a 12-year-old, but I don't remember how old she
Oh,
actually
yeah,
was.
yeah, and Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
Because I thought you were talking about another one. Yeah, we did have that one conversation.
I mean, also, I think about the little girl in Interview with
She
a
was
Vamp.
12. Jesus.
Yeah. I think about that little girl in Interview with a Vampire, too.
She wasn't a prostitute.
No, but there was a little bit of sexualizing her in that, and like, you know.
Oh, maybe.
So I don't know really what the lines should be, but nowadays it might be easier. You put an AI image in there, it's not a real child. So they can't go harass that child. But then can the lines be less because it's not a real person? I might be taking this question too far.
I don't think it's about AI.
It isn't.
Right. So,
But I'm saying it's not, you can apply this question to more than just family vlogging. If you're allowed to do it in movies and TV shows, why can't you do it in family vlogs?
yeah, I didn't differentiate. I was reading
Hmm.
it as is.
So, what is the line? Child porn.
Well, that's definitely over the line, right?
Hmm.
But a lot of that, I mean, even movies have flirted with that line, I think.
Yeah, but the difference in movies and TV shows is oftentimes the children want to be in them. They want to be actors, and they know
How do
that
you
they're.
know? You don't know what they want. Their parents want them to be in it,
Yeah, I'm
you know?
assuming that the children want to be there too.
Yeah, but that's a big assumption.
Hmm.
I think a lot of that is parents pushing their kids to do it.
Yeah,
We,
and the kid.
we would never do that.
And the kids may say they want to, but are they in a at a point in their lives where they're capable of giving that kind of consent because they understand the consequences? I
Of course not.
definitely believe they don't. Yeah.
I mean, if the parents consent, that's considered the children's consent, right?
Yeah, and
Legally.
I think that's sort of the point of the question.
Yeah.
But also in the TV shows, it's something scripted. In the, well, I guess family vlogs are somewhat scripted by the parents too.
That's a tough question. I mean,
Hmm.
there's definitely a line, right? Like,
I mean, I just saw portions of some of the family vlogs, and I saw two different documentaries about it. And I mean, they're literally everything they do is being recorded. So anything that child does could show up on the internet if the parent chooses to put it on there.
that's the key if the parent chooses. So
But the
what we're
child
really
has no
talking about is taking away parental rights, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, you still have the right
And
to
who's
parent.
going to be allowed to tell you what you can do with your child and how you raise them?
Well, it's different. To me, it's different on how you raise your child and what you expose to the rest of the world. Those are
To
two
you, it's
different
different,
things,
but
in my opinion,
why?
because you're exposing the child to the rest of the world versus just
So
raising
you
them.
said it's two different things, and you
So
explained that this doesn't
do you
affect.
think that the parent thinks that exposing the child to the rest of the world is good for the child?
But that's not two different things, right?
I think it is.
That's the same thing.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Parenting a child is about doing what's good for the child.
I know, but I'm not thinking that the family vlogger parent thinks that putting them on the internet is good for the child. I don't think that's why they're putting them on the internet. I think that they're putting on the internet how to parent a child. They're not putting on the internet something that they think is going to be good for their child. Does that make sense? I don't think that's the
So,
purpose of what
so
they're
you're
putting.
saying the regulation should be around you should only do things that you think are good for your child. Because we're talking about
I'm not talking
regulating.
about a regulation. It's asking, is there a line between that?
Well, I mean, the line is a regulator. Not yet talking about laws, but a
No, no,
societal norm.
I'm going back to what you said about no one should be telling you how to parent your children. I don't think putting things on the internet has anything to do with parenting your child
Well, it certainly does.
in the mind of the person putting it on the
No,
internet.
whether you think it's right or wrong is different.
Yeah.
That's what we're really talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Whether it's
yeah,
right
yeah,
or wrong.
yeah, yeah, but I don't think it, yeah, whether it's right or wrong is different than actually parenting. I mean, it can
I mean, I don't
be,
know what that means.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Like,
parenting and you want to do it right, or most people probably want to
yeah,
do it right.
yeah, but I don't think, like, when we go put our kid's image on Facebook, because or even if I tell someone at work my kid did this and brag about them, I don't think that's necessarily parenting my child because my child's not necessarily being influenced.
Impacted by it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Hmm. But
Mm.
they are being
But
impacted by,
online, yes,
yeah,
yes.
family vlogging. But at the same time, I don't think the vloggers think of that as part of the parenting process. They think about it maybe the same way that I would think about telling a coworker something my kid did, you know? They don't
Okay.
understand the influence it could be having on them for the
Right.
rest of their lives, or they're not thinking
Okay.
about that part of
Okay.
it. So when you said that it's about regulating parenting, I'm not thinking of it in the same way. You're not telling someone how to parent by telling them you can't put content on the internet because
Well,
you
you're
can.
not saying you can't. It's you
Yeah,
should, right?
right. And
But you're saying,
I think there's a difference in talking about it versus actually recording the child and putting the child's image and the image of the child doing something too.
so where's the line? That's the question. It's not like,
I mean, for me, it's more about violence and sexual content would be the line. But just say, let's say this, a parent is abusing the kid. Would it be better if that abuse was caught on video?
True. But I mean, ignoring abuse, like if you're recording them crying about some shit that's really stupid and they go viral and suddenly they're famous, I mean, is that crossing a line? Like,
I don't know. Sometimes that's just a 15 minutes of fame thing. It goes away, right? But if it,
it goes away for us as society, but
that's
does it
true.
go away for the kid?
Maybe
Because I'm
not.
pretty sure they're going to recognize themselves as that for the rest of their lives. You know, that's going to be who they are, or
Yeah.
part of the definition of who they are.
But
I
that
don't
can
know.
happen with anything, not just a video that goes viral.
What else?
I don't know, trying to scoot by someone at work and he tells you to suck it in.
That's not viral. That's not going to go with you your whole life.
No, no, it
It
sticks.
might.
It
It
could,
might.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Things like that could stick. It's the kid that gets bullied in school. That sticks with them for the
But
rest of
that's
their
also
lives.
part of your fucking life. Like you can't protect them from that.
Right. That's what I'm
Shit
saying.
happens, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The video
I
going
get shit
viral.
like that that I still remember from being a kid from time to time. I can't think of any of them now, but I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I can think of some positive ones, but
I can't recall any positive or negative, but I know they're there because I
yeah.
think of them from time to time. Like,
Yeah.
still bothers me.
Uh, yeah, one of them was good where that old man told me to look around and find something and use.
Yeah,
Hmm.
we talked about that, but I
Yeah,
mean, it
yeah.
bothers me too. Like things that I've said to people.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
I'm like,
yeah,
shit,
there have
that
been some
probably
of
really.
those. I wish I had never said that.
Yeah, I bet they still think about that from time to time. Because damn, that was a good hit.
um,
So I don't know. The
but yeah,
line.
so I'm
I
thinking
don't know how
like
you find it.
a video going viral could have that same impact, but it's not just viral videos that would cause that kind of impact that would influence what you think about yourself for the rest of your life. The difference with a viral video is it's possible other people could see you and think of the video, right? But I don't know if it's just a 15 minutes of fame one. Would people remember that when they see you later? Especially if you're a child, they probably wouldn't recognize you as that child.
Mhm. They wouldn't, but you would.
Yeah, but that's the same as
It's
being,
like, hey, Mikey, he likes it, that kid.
yeah.
Like if you look him up and see what happened to him, I don't think it was that good.
Do you think something happened to him
I think so. I thought I read something about him.
because of the
Even
commercial?
I mean, yeah, like that's the only thing it was ever famous for, right?
I don't know.
I never even understood it because they're like, Mikey, he'll eat everything.
I
Hey,
never under.
Mikey, he likes it.
We're like, yeah,
It
he
didn't make
likes
any
it. He
sense.
eats everything.
I
I never
don't get it.
understood it either.
I didn't. It was always confusing to me.
Me too. Of course he likes it. He eats everything.
He eats everything. Like,
Did we misunderstand what they were saying? Yeah, that commercial always confused me.
anyway, I digress. Looks like nothing bad happened to him. He became a director or something. But anyway, I don't know. There's certainly a line. Like we can draw a fast line. Like child pornography is bad,
Or
right?
violence, yeah.
Yeah, beating children and
Hmm.
providing that for entertainment, bad.
Yeah.
But I don't even know where that starts for some people, right? Like child pornography, like we talked about with swim meets and stuff. I'm sure that's pornography for some fucking sickos out there.
Hmm.
That's what I was always scared, like looking around when I was at the swim meets, like, who are you creepers here with these girls?
Well, I thought that at the kids' shows too. I was always looking around for
Yeah,
that. Mm.
yeah, yeah.
But even
Um,
playgrounds, I was always looking for the person who
Same.
didn't have a
Yep.
kid. Yeah.
Or at the swimming pool at the hotel.
Hmm. Yeah, that was
So
crazy.
I don't know the answer. We're too stupid to answer that. Let's go on.
I mean, there's an obvious line. After that, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm sure the line gets blurry at some point, but
Mhm.
for me, it ain't blurry with my kid. You fuck around with the line, you're gonna find out. You're anywhere close to the line. I don't care if you're lying somewhere else. This is my line. You looked at my kid?
Look, that person's looking at our kids. Why? What do
Right.
they want?
Let's go stab them. Go
Or
ahead.
the neighbor who has no children and gives my kid a gift. I'm like, never go around that person. Never talk to
Well,
them.
my neighbor was like that, but he was gay. He was really nice. He was totally gay.
I don't know. Gay people
And all
can't
the
be
old people we live
pedophiles.
around always give gifts to Daisy. She's always gotten gifts
Just
from
don't
the
be
neighbors.
alone with them without you there.
We let her go alone with Rita when we were in Buffalo. She taught her to paint and stuff. Pretty cool.
Mm.
She was old lady. She was
Plus,
dying of
Daisy knows.
cancer.
Daisy's no dummy, like my kids either. They're not dummies. They'd tell us if something was going
I mean,
on.
we teach them about the weirdos. That's part of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I even tell them they can't talk to people I know unless they tell me first.
I mean, it's it. And you have to teach them to be self-sufficient too, right? You can't just be
Hmm.
like, don't talk to anybody and be afraid your whole life, which is what
No.
we were taught.
Yeah.
You have to teach them to trust your instincts. That's what I tell Daisy. If it feels uncomfortable, it is uncomfortable. Leave. Like, and it's
Yeah,
okay.
Daisy
You hurt
definitely
people's
doesn't
feelings.
like people.
I don't know. Then they were talking to that 24-year-old or
That's
whatever.
true. Yeah.
Linus too. Like, he's okay. What the fuck?
They trusted their instincts.
Yeah, your instincts suck. And he's short. Let me teach your instincts something. Short man, 24 years old, hanging out with a bunch of fucking teenagers ain't good.
It's gross.
Yeah, it's
We know
gross.
those people.
Yeah.
Trust our instincts.
Yeah. They want to fuck any of you. You too, Linus. They want to fuck you.
Probably most of all.
Yeah. Who knows? It's just gross. Yeah, I don't think they have good instincts. I mean, they've been pretty sheltered their whole lives, you know?
Yeah, mine more than yours.
You think?
Yeah, because you go places with her a lot. She's
That's true.
uh, exposed to more people and different kinds of people, more than
Oh,
mine are.
yeah, certainly not. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I think she's going to end up being a boring person.
Nothing wrong with that.
It bothers me.
Why?
I don't
It bothers me too. I was just wondering.
know.
Why? Mine too,
No
my
idea
girl.
why.
I
It just
think that
bugs
about
me.
mine too. Well, I feel like they're not really living. They're missing out.
I don't know if I feel that way. I feel like she's going to be like the person who traveled all over the world when she was a kid and then never left Colorado the rest of her life.
I know, so
Fuck is that?
she's missing out on a lot of experiences.
She will be,
Hmm.
isn't yet. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just can't.
There's just so much to see and do. Like, don't you want to see and do some of it?
I mean, part of that's like I've moved her around a lot, so she has like this
I don't know,
need
because
to settle.
I don't know about that because I haven't moved mine around at all, and they don't want to move around.
Yeah. Oh, you mean that's not the reason?
Yeah.
Hmm. And maybe it'll catch up with her. She might end up getting bored, right? Like,
Yeah.
because she has moved around so much, she may get to the point like, all right, get the fuck out of here.
I think Linus might end up wanting to move around more and travel.
Maybe,
I could see
maybe.
him being interested in it somewhat.
Yeah, he has different influences.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I remember him talking about that one time. It was a long time ago.
Hmm.
What's the need to go somewhere? What's different about being anywhere else?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What? Remember you were there, yeah.
Yeah.
Like language, food, culture, like
People.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way they think. It's
But
like,
at
oh
least
yeah,
he
good
was
point.
asking the question.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just think there may be certain
Language is,
influences around him that are like, oh, it doesn't matter, you just live here and blah 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 blah.
I don't
No.
know anyone that says that around him, but maybe Luke says that.
I don't know. I just even remember like in elementary school, I always wanting to,
You were
you know,
definitely more wanting to explore. You were like
yeah,
that from a young age, definitely.
yeah.
But
I
Lane
remember
was
playing
too.
that game on the globe where you'd spin it and put your finger on it. That was
Lane
like
did
my
that
favorite fucking
too.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, Lane was fascinated with other countries as a child, but he grew out of that. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. He would spend hours looking at the globe.
yeah. I still think he'd like to go
I do too.
like Korea or something like that. Just fucking get a degree in whatever and go,
Hmm.
man. Like,
Well, we digress. What will the impact of having their childhood documented and shared online be on children as they grow older? Will they feel resentful or exposed when they realize how much of their life was shared without their input?
I would expect both of those feelings.
Resentful and
Resentful
exposed?
and exposed. Oh yeah. I mean, I think child actors are the same way. If you ever listen to interviews with them,
Yeah. Hmm.
like exploited,
Yeah.
resentful.
I didn't
I've
get
seen
to
a
have a
couple of
say.
interviews with Ariana Grande. Like,
Well, there was that actress that wrote the book about
hmm,
my mom made me a millionaire and I didn't want to be one.
yeah,
Where you and I go, oh, boo hoo.
yeah, you sad little fucker.
Hmm.
But I mean, there's emotional impacts to it too. So
Yeah,
they're nothing like the emotional impacts of not having anything to eat. But
right. I mean, and I think when it's a family vlog, I don't know, when do they end? How long do they keep documenting? I mean, does it end when the parent goes to jail? Like, what's the end of it? I haven't seen one end. I mean, there used to be those reality shows about the parents that have 12 kids and stuff like that, remember? And there was always some legal thing that happened and the show would end.
I don't know. I don't watch any of that shit.
I've never watched it, but I've read the news when it
Mm. I haven't even read the news. I don't care.
ends. Eventually, the parents do something weird or illegal and get arrested and
I mean,
or get
Britney
canceled.
Spears' parents. That's the closest one I've followed, which I don't follow, but I've seen it. Like they had her like not committed, but they controlled her estate and all that because they said she was crazy.
I mean, that happens a lot with the famous
Yeah,
young actresses and stuff. More with the
yeah. It's like
women. Has
Michael
that happened?
Jackson, right? The Jacksons.
Oh, did it happen with him?
Oh fuck yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. His dad was all the controlling asshole.
Well, I know that was when they were kids. I didn't know it happened when he was an adult.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it did.
Because Britney Spears was an
I don't know.
adult.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that's happened with a lot of female actresses. You know, it doesn't happen with the men so much.
Michael Jackson was a man.
He was a grown up when his dad was still doing it. That was what I was asking. I didn't know he was an adult when that happened.
Yeah. I don't know the details. I'm not sure. But I'm sure it's happened to boys as much as girls, or maybe less, but love your fucking children and be nice to them. The goal should be like when you die, they're sad.
And don't
There
spend
should be
more.
number one goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, make sure they don't feel sick when they come home. Like, as they walk up the
Okay.
driveway to their house, they should be excited to be at home or at least relaxed and
And
calm.
different. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, be happy to be coming home.
Yeah. And you should make them cry.
Or try.
How else are you gonna know?
Yeah. And yeah, if you think, but I also think you shouldn't be spending the majority of your time behind your phone taking pictures. The majority of your time should be spent having fun with your kids,
Mm-hmm.
putting them first, not what they look like on camera first.
Oh, taking pictures is different, right? Then
But that shouldn't be the majority of your time.
I don't think it is for anybody. I mean, videotaping is different, right? But I have to take some exception because Joy takes pictures of everything she does all the time.
No, just when y'all are doing things. She's not taking pictures when you're just sitting around at home.
That's true. Yeah.
Y'all actually
It's kind of
do.
what drives her is to go do stuff so she can take pictures. I,
That's weird.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't think she wants to do stuff
That's
so
what I
she
feel
can.
like. That's how I feel.
I don't
You
feel
just want
like
to do
that when
that
I'm
so we
with
can
her.
take pictures of that.
I don't feel like that with her. She actually wants to go do stuff. That's different with
You
the
don't want to
kids.
do anything. You just want to have pictures if we did something.
She does like taking pictures of them having fun.
Yeah, or just, yeah. But even she didn't fucking videotape the monkeys attacking the kids. What the fuck?
She was
What's the
there.
point of having an
Yeah, this is the
Asian?
first time I knew she was there. I didn't think she was there.
She was
You never
there.
mentioned her.
And the other dude's mom was there. Like,
Oh my
you
gosh.
got two Asians and no videotape. Fuck.
You're
What's the
so
point of having
racist.
Asians
Too
around?
Asian.
It's that Louis C.K. joke. I'm out with people. They're taking pictures, taking videos. It's all right. It's my life. I'll watch it later. Or you can live it. I taught that to Daisy from a young age. I always said, take a picture in your mind. Because she'd be like, give me the phone. I want to take a picture. Take a picture in your mind. And the phone's in my pocket.
Mhm.
That's what memory is for.
Will they feel resentful or exposed? I guess we answered that.
Yeah, certainly.
I mean, could
But they're
the
going to feel
impact
resentful no matter what you
is
do.
there any time when the impact could be positive?
Of Yeah, if they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's positive.
And if the child wants to be in acting or something and they get exposed that way, yeah, to
Right.
that.
I mean,
Hmm.
that's the argument for child pornography, right?
No.
If the child wants to be exposed,
No, that is not the argument for it.
they
No.
like it. Look, they're
No.
smiling.
Are they smiling? How would you know? Gross.
I assume sometimes they smile.
Ew. Stop.
Yeah. Will they face online bullying, judgment, or even identity issues as they grow up, especially if personal or embarrassing moments? Fuck yeah. If personal or embarrassing moments are shared widely. Fuck yeah.
I mean, I think the parents face more judgment and bullying than the kids.
I disagree. Kids are mean. Kids are way meaner than parents and adults.
I don't know. You didn't see that stuff. They threatened to kill the parents for what they did to the kids.
They
How dare
probably
you put
threatened to
that
kill
on?
the kid too.
No, they
You don't
didn't.
know.
They felt
You don't
sorry
know.
for the kid.
No. I don't know. I think about like
Now, if the
child
kid is
actors
doing
again. Like same
something,
thing, right?
if the
Like,
kid's doing something shitty and it's shared, they might threaten the kid. But if the kid is
but
ex,
bullying from other kids, I think that's more impactful than a death threat to an adult,
yeah, I agree.
especially in this context,
Hmm.
because death threats an adult should expect that, but
But like
a
the kid
child
being
being
forced
bullied
to
at school.
sleep on a beanbag chair, I don't know if that would trigger bullying.
You said that wasn't all there was.
Yeah. Yeah, there was more, but do you
You
think
try to minimize it when it suits your purpose.
that's not what I'm
All they
doing?
did was make him sleep on a beanbag,
I'm trying
but she
I'm
also did
trying to
really
think
bad
of
things.
something that would get posted online that would trigger the child to be bullied more than the parent
All
or
of it.
even as much.
What was the worst thing that happened to the child? They duct taped him,
Yeah, yeah.
and yeah,
You think kids would bully them for that?
fucking hey, absolutely.
Hmm.
I would have.
Well, that wasn't even posted on her vlog. That came from the news.
So it doesn't count.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't count,
Hmm,
but that's not the parents posting. I do think embarrassing moments like say the kid wet themselves, that would trigger bullying.
sure.
Mhm. And
All of it would.
I could see a parent posting that. All of it would. You're right because I could see them making fun of what the kid looked like. Ooh, that kid has braces. What's the nickname they
Yeah.
used to call kids with braces when
Metal mouth.
metal mouth?
metal mouth, four eyes,
Mm-hmm.
other words.
Mm-hmm.
I never partook in any of that shit.
Yeah, but you were the victim of it.
I was
You
never a
refused.
metal mouth.
You
I never had
refused.
braces.
But you refused to wear glasses for a long time when you were a kid.
That's right. Not even just a kid. I was driving without glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see shit.
Yeah.
Remember when y'all had to hold me down to put the contacts in me?
Who? Was it me and Amber?
You and
We
mom. You
uh
and mom.
Amber and I used to
I
do that
asked
kind of
you to. I'm like, I need to
yeah.
learn to put contacts in. And y'all both like held me down. I'm like, ah.
Did we get them in?
Yeah,
Hmm,
I was fine after that. But that first time, Jesus,
that's
y'all were
hilarious.
troopers. I'm like, stop. I don't want to do it. You're like, no. Ah.
I get to abuse. Yeah.
I feel the beginning of something. So
No,
yeah,
for
still
me,
get
I
bullied.
remember her showing me how to do it and then handing me the contacts and I picked it up and I wasn't even looking in the mirror, I was staring at her. And
Who,
she's like,
mom?
"No, the lady at the contact place."
Really?
Because they do the little
Mm,
training. And she's like,
I freaked the fuck
she
out.
was shocked. She was like, "You just put them in. You didn't even look in the mirror." She's like, "I've never seen anyone do that." I was
That's
12
pretty
years
crazy.
old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
staring at
think
her
I,
like
I
I
think
was,
I was 17 when y'all were doing it to me.
yeah.
I was like, ah.
I was like 11 or 12 the first time I went. It was like
Uh,
nothing. I cannot do it looking in the mirror. I can't.
it's the only way I can do it.
I know. Everyone thinks it's
Mm.
really weird. Because if I look in the
Well,
mirror, I
otherwise, I
can.
can't see if it's straight in the middle.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
why.
I can't tell where my finger's going when I'm looking in the mirror. It's dizzying. Like, what the hell? Because I'm trying to
Yeah.
look around my finger with my eye, but then I can't. So I can see my finger coming by not looking at the mirror. I know where my finger, because my eye's looking at it. I don't know what that had to do with bullying. Oh, because I bullied you to get your contacts in.
No, you didn't believe me. You helped.
Is it ethical for parents to profit from their children's likenesses, often monetizing through sponsorships, ads, and brand deals that feature the
Fuck yeah.
children?
You raised them. Yeah.
If you're
You
going to put
spent
them
all that
on there,
money.
there better be some profit.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it's
Use it to
ethical.
pay for their therapy.
Yeah.
A portion of these proceeds will go to my child's therapy.
Sponsorships, ads, and brand deals. I don't think that's even a thing.
Yes, it is.
Not for the parents to profit from.
On the family vlogs, yes, it is.
Mm. Yeah, it's fine.
The same thing as YouTube when they hold up the product. And I use this product, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, it's fine. Until they're 18, you're good. No porn.
No, yeah, not from porn or from
Right.
beating your children. We draw the line at porn and violence.
That's right. That's the line. You asked about where the line is? Porn and violence.
That's the easy line to draw.
Yeah. We're really taking a stand there. Fuck you.
What are you doing? Quit it.
I hate my daughter.
That's a
She
joke.
says she texted me, I think we might be on the way home.
Why are you texting that? What's the point of
I
that
know.
text?
Like, are you just trying to make me hate you? You know me. Don't text me what you think. Jesus H. Christ.
I don't even want to know what you think.
You've known me your whole life. Have I ever asked you, what do you think? No. It's not interesting. It's not relevant. Tell me when you're on your way home.
Oh my
Retard.
gosh. She's like a little
R
mini
word.
you.
What? I never
She
text what I think.
No, you don't text what you think, but you
I
never
barely even
know.
think.
You never know anything. At least you know better than to text it.
That's right. All right. How might being constantly filmed affect the natural dynamics within the family?
Oh, it'll make you act fake constantly.
Until you get used to it. I mean, it's like us when we first did this. We were both like, hey, we're on the fucking thing about my Can't say anything. Wait, say something shocking. Oh. Pull back. Ah. And now we're just like talking on the fucking phone. Whatever.
That's true. I don't know. It
Yeah.
depends because it looked like from the documentaries, because there's two different ones showing other family vlog. It looks like they try to stage things constantly. The parents are constantly staging the kids. Okay,
That
now do
seems
this.
so exhausting.
It really does. I, w-
God. You
I
might as
wonder
well do a real job.
what's the longest running family vlog.
I don't know. Lane, look that up and we'll talk about it next time.
I'm
Natalie, stop
looking.
looking that
I'm
up.
looking at.
Don't do it. Ah, I don't care. I, I think you get used to it personally.
It looks
Like,
like 6 years.
that's a long time.
Hmm.
But you can't be constantly affected by it, right? If it's around all the time. Seriously, it's like this. Like, I think after like three of these, we were like, whatever. I look at you when I'm talking, like I'm talking on the phone. But now I can see your dumb facial expressions. That's the one. I should say dumb facial expression. It's kind of like a half stroke.
You're such a prick.
But I'm also not a woman, so you're probably still looking at yourself.
I actually have the podcast info covering myself, so I'm only looking at you.
Well, you're lucky.
Why?
You're looking at me.
Oh, I get it.
All right. Does it create pressure to act in a certain way or to present a perfect, idealized version of family life?
I don't think they can constantly present a perfect idealized version of fan. I think the cracks will show. I mean, your crack has definitely shown.
Ah, there it is. Like, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Come on.
Quit showing your crack.
At
I think we
least we're
showed
not
our
doing
crack
crack
in
yet.
episode 1.
Yeah. You don't look back, you only look forward.
Right. And never, ever, ever read the comments.
The
That was
fucker
our first
commented.
rule.
Yeah, I've never heard of comments. So sorry, guys. Nobody gives a fuck about your opinions. Oh, might be in film. Yeah.
Oh, are you still
Okay.
reading it?
No, no, no. Go ahead. Yeah.
Could there be potential psychological effects for children feeling the need to perform for an audience or for parents feeling pressure to maintain an image?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
That's why you use part of the money for psychiatrists.
All right.
I
And I
mean,
mean, no matter what you do, there's going to be psychological effects to your children.
that's true. You don't even
It's
have to
not like,
film them to
yeah.
cause
Oh,
that.
because I did a vlog, now they've been affected. Like, no, because you were
No.
their parent. They need help.
Just get them into a psychiatrist as soon
Yeah.
as possible, regardless of vlogging.
Uh,
They need
I don't
help.
know, but don't trust the psychiatrists either, though, because they're all they want to do is wrap you up for more money.
I don't know.
They don't really want to help anyone.
We found a good one, but you have to be careful for sure.
You still
God.
going to the good one?
Yeah. Mhm.
You are?
Mhm.
Did you go?
No.
You can cut all this out, Lane.
I'm perfect
But
in every way.
you've never been there?
I mean, I talked to her once, but that's it.
So they're missing the whole problem.
They get to talk about the problem without me there to influence it.
To correct it, you mean?
I don't give a crap. All I know is it's helped. Say what you want about me. I don't care. I know
Just
I'm the
be careful.
problem, but I'm also the solution because I'm paying for them to go get fixed.
It's true. Without me, bitch, you got no money. Be careful what you say. Yeah. We sent Daisy to that one. She was like, oh, it was nice. We just talked. And then they sent us a bill for like $130 after they told us it would be free. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah. And I told Joy, it's not going to be free. That's crazy. And then they sent the bill, and Joy's all
Sometimes the
pissed
first
off. I'm like,
session's free.
it wasn't.
Your insurance didn't cover any of it either?
I don't know. I said I'm
Oh,
not paying it. Like,
oh,
fuck you. You said it was free. They said it would all be free,
yeah.
covered by insurance. I'm like,
Oh.
okay, you guys think trust is important in relationships, right? Go fuck yourself. I didn't
Mhm.
pay a fucking dime. And they haven't called or mailed or anything since then.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I like the one they're going to. She's pretty good. I mean, she makes them feel better, and I've seen changes. So, but you can find someone that tells you what you want to hear too, right?
That's not my fear. My fear is they start to turn people against each other.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hasn't happened here either. Not to say that it couldn't, but it doesn't seem to be what she's doing. I like her.
I don't trust that shit at all. If anyone's gonna manipulate this family, it's gonna be me.
I mean, I used to go a lot myself. I went to 20 billion different psychiatrists, and every time I felt like I was the therapist. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, until they started breaking through, and then you're like, I'm not going here anymore. No, 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 no.
Wait a
I
minute, I'm
appreciate my defense
remembering.
mechanisms for defending me. Those are good mechanisms.
I like my defense mechanisms.
Nope, don't want to hear it. Don't want to see it.
Don't want to
I'm
remember it.
fine. Yeah, it can be bad. And
I was
that's when I
better
decided
before
no.
I came.
Because I remember you talking to me like, should I keep going? I'm like, no, don't go anymore. And that's when I decided I would never go to a
Yeah.
psychiatrist.
No, you remembered the thing
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you started telling me about it. I'm like, don't go there. Ain't no good to come of this. We're not going to do that to our children. So, yeah, there's always psychological effects for children no matter what you do.
That's true.
No matter what you do,
Mhm.
it's going to impact
And
them.
especially for this generation.
Yeah, because they're all pussies. He told me to brush my teeth. I want to kill myself. Ah.
Why? Why do I need to brush my teeth?
Right.
Shut up. Go
Just because
brush your
that's what
teeth.
society expects of me. I want to be stinky mouth. Fucking idiots. Jesus.
I love that. It's because that's what society.
You can call me Zim. That means stinky mouth.
My pronouns are. Never
Stinky and mouth.
mind. S and. Oh God, they're gonna hate us.
Fuck 'em. You'll never hate us more than we hate ourselves.
Oh my gosh. That was a good answer to that question.
Yeah, I think that we handled that one appropriately. Go ahead.
It's your turn.
No, it's your turn. Don't throw up.
I need water.
You still didn't fix your fucking slide bars where your arm doesn't disappear.
I guess not.
Read it
I thought you were
out
reading it.
loud.
It's your turn.
Read it, retard. No, it's
It's,
your turn.
it's your turn. Read it
I'm
out
waiting.
loud.
Christ. I'm not reading it in loud. You read it.
No, you read it.
You read it.
You read it. You can't read anymore.
I gotta read my text.
Stop. Put the phone. I can't read it if you're not paying attention.
Read it and I'll pay attention.
No, you won't. Are there risks of exposing the family to security threats, such as stalkers or online predators, by sharing detailed personal information, locations, or routine? Yes, or
Finish it.
routines, or routines in the vlogs. Yes, there are risks.
Yep. It's risky.
I mean, isn't that one of our first? What was our first episode about teaching kids about the internet? We tell them don't reveal anything about where you live.
Yeah.
Why are we going to go on here and tell people?
Yes, there are risks. That's why my
Definitely.
name is Jake. Her name is Nat. Last name is Zimbabwe.
Shoobity doop.
That's right. Shibbity doop. Exactly. Try to find us now, bitches. Yes, there's always risks with becoming a public figure.
Mhm. Luckily, we're not at risk of that.
Yeah. Should parents be held accountable for the potential negative consequences that their children might experience in the future due to exposure on social media?
I mean, what does
Held
that
accountable in
mean?
what way? Yeah.
Yeah, like we're already giving them money.
I mean, you're held accountable in that they're going to hate you.
Hmm.
Yes. And you should be.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else. How else would you hold them accountable? Are you talking about putting parents in jail because their kids aren't
I
happy?
think Wayne's trying to get a payout.
Lane's already
You
getting a
exposed me
payout.
to this shit. You owe me some money.
That's the purpose of this question.
Yeah. Now you got to pay me.
You said it. I've got it on video.
Yeah. I don't think there should be any accountability for parents on what they've done to their children. Just putting that out there. Nope. Disagree.
I agree completely with that.
Hmm. Especially financially.
I think children should be held accountable for making sure their parents have plenty of money when they're old
Fucking
and
A.
decrepit.
That's right. We gave you life. You need to give us life in the old age. Thai style. Take care of your parents. Send me money. But I don't know about held accountable. I don't know what you would do. Your kid's a piece of shit. Now you must die.
Yeah, that's weird.
But they've started doing that with the school shooters, going after the parents.
Yeah, but the school shooters are kids still. This says my experience in the future. I was thinking as an adult.
Uh, and
Like
this
it,
is kind of a specific question, right? This is
yeah.
like because you
Ex
vlog them or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
you showed him wetting his pants. Now he's being bullied. Should we hold you accountable for the bullying instead of holding the
how do you
bully?
hold them accountable?
Yeah, make them quit
What do you do?
vlogging.
It's too late
I
then.
know. I know.
What should really happen is the kids should hold them accountable by not having more kids because apparently your family is so fucked up that you're still crying about this shit when you're older. Oh, you exposed me on social media. Blah, 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 blah.
Or grow up
Well,
and change your
yeah,
hair color. No one will know who you are.
yeah. Either grow up or don't have your own children to pass on the negative gene.
Yeah.
That's how you should be held accountable. So it's not the parents, it's you. Hold yourself accountable. Quit being a whiny little fucking
I mean,
bitch.
what are the negative consequences that they would experience in the future? What
It's like
are
you said.
those?
Like,
Being bullied?
I guess sexually exploited, maybe, or the
Well,
negative
we drew the
consequences
line
of having.
there.
Yeah, but if they were exploited because of what the parents did, and then they
What
grow
do
up,
you
like
mean?
think of Corey Feldman, right? Like he was a child actor, sexually exploited.
He was?
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson molested him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, allegedly, and
Wait, was he sexually exploited because his parents made him be a child actor?
he didn't make himself be a child actor.
But
When you're a
was that
child, your parents have the choice,
right?
right?
So was that why he was sexually exploited? Would he have been
That's why he was
sexually?
exposed to that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And so, Should they be held accountable for that?
No, the person who exploited him should be.
But they're like, oh yeah, it's cool. Go sleep over at Michael Jackson's house.
I mean, it wasn't just
Would you say that?
child actors that had happened to.
Right. But they allowed it to happen.
No, they didn't. They didn't say, go let him molest you.
You
That
said go
wasn't,
sleep at Michael Jackson's
but they
house.
didn't know he was going to be
It's
molested.
okay. I think they
And
did at that
but
point.
it's not just Corey Feldman, it was other kids too.
Does that make it okay that it happened to
No,
Corey
no, no,
Feldman?
no, no, no. I'm just saying this question could become, at that point, more than just exposure on social media. The last part of it, due to exposure on social media, due to anything negative that could happen to them. Right?
If you let your children go to a pedophile's house and sleep there, should you be held accountable? How about that? Let's start there.
I don't think that's what this question means.
It doesn't matter. That's my question.
If you,
Should you be held accountable?
yes, if you know he's a pedophile.
But if you don't, and you're like, what other people are going to be there? Oh, it's me and a bunch of other kids and this one adult.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's fine. We're
yeah, no,
stupid. I mean, he's a rich adult and he's paying his money.
we
So,
wouldn't do that. Definitely
so
not.
if you do that, should they be held accountable?
Yes,
Yes. In what way?
that's a good question.
I think they should be able to be spend a week in prison and be like diddle free. Like everybody do what you want to them.
Diddle them, diddle
Diddle them, diddle them, diddle them.
them. The parents get diddled.
That's right. I mean, in bad ways.
You.
Get big old Joe Bob up there to diddle them.
I mean, I don't think any parent would knowingly do. Well, I gotta
You're
say,
wrong. You're
yeah, I
completely
gotta
wrong.
take that back.
Anybody that let their kids sleep at Michael Jackson's house knowingly, they knew what was happening.
Maybe
He
not in the
paid them.
beginning.
No, they knew. He paid them.
In the beginning,
Yes, they knew.
I don't know. It's hard to
Oh, he's
believe.
going to go sleep over at Neverland Ranch with Michael Jackson. Who else was there? Nobody? Oh, I don't know what's going on. He gave me $10,000. I don't know anything.
Yeah, that's weird. That part's weird. Well, I
They knew.
remember I had friends that let their kids go to the neighbor's house, and he was an old
Michael
man.
Jackson?
No, a neighbor's house, their neighbor's house. He gave them computers and money and stuff, and their kids would go hang out with him alone. Their
Yeah,
daughter specifically. And I thought
yeah.
that was
You didn't
dangerous.
know? Dangerous.
Okay,
Jesus.
stupid. Yeah, I definitely
What
thought,
I say obvious.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I remember one time they came looking for their daughter, and apparently she was off in the woods with him for hours.
So he totally diddled her.
Yeah,
Yeah. No excuse. Yeah, they should be held accountable. I don't know what you do to them. I think 10 days at the penitentiary and say, you guys only got 10 days. Do what you will. That's it. It's limited, right? It's not eternal
what about
punishment.
what about taking the kids from them?
Well, obviously, that
But isn't that also harmful to the kids?
it is, well, it's fraught with its own fucking exploitations because I think
Hmm.
anyone who adopts kids in that fucking situation is normally sick anyway. Like they're always
I
kid
don't
diddlers anyway
I
in
don't
my
agree
mind.
with that.
I do.
But
I
it
think
is
they're
a
fucking sick
concern.
fuckers. Yeah. You talk to anyone who's ever been adopted, and generally it's a bad experience. Not adopted, but like in the what is it?
Foster care.
Yeah, the foster care system. They've all been molested.
I don't agree with that. I've known a lot, not a lot, two different sets of parents that were actually good parents to the kids they.
You don't know that. Did you talk to the kids?
No. One of
Yeah.
them, one of them, she was actually a worker, and no one would take the kids in that she ended up taking in.
A
So
worker? What does that mean? What's a worker?
she was someone who worked in the system and saw the abuse the kids went through and placed them with families.
Who becomes social workers? You
People
know
who
who
are
did in
trying
our
to fix
family?
themselves.
In our family, who became one?
I know.
Who?
I don't want to say names, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I know who,
Mm-hmm.
and it's insane.
Oh, and she would have been the fucking rescuer, right?
Hmm.
And all good and done only good.
But she never took any of those kids in.
Not that you know of.
What do you mean? You think she took kids in and we didn't hear about it? We would know if
I
she
don't
took
know.
kids in.
I wouldn't. I don't fucking listen to that shit.
Your
But
mother would have told you.
no, she wouldn't. She didn't talk to me about her. She knows better. I've trained her very well.
So,
Yeah.
what about this? If the kid was molested as a kid and it doesn't come out that it happened until
I
they're
don't think it's molesting if it's not a kid.
right, and it doesn't come out until the kid's an adult,
Yeah.
should the parents still be held accountable?
I'm not saying the parents should be held accountable if their kid was molested.
Well, that was the example you gave.
But if they sent them over to Michael Jackson's house to hang out, yes, they should be. I mean,
Okay.
sometimes molestations happen unbeknownst to the parents.
Okay.
So let's differentiate.
All right. If you exposed your children to it on purpose.
Yeah, to an obvious situation.
Hmm.
Yes, they should be held accountable.
So, do you think you're purposely exposing your children to that by putting them on social media and recording them?
No, but you need to be extra vigilant
Vigilant.
by doing that. Yeah,
Because the previous question was, are there risks of exposing them?
of
And we
course.
said yes to that. So,
Yeah,
knowing that there's that risk, and if it does happen, should you suffer the consequences for it?
maybe 2 days in the prison. Get him, Leroy.
Are we exposing our children?
They're not on here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Daisy's been on here a bit, but she's not a child anymore. She's 16. A little younger than Linus, 24.
God, I can't believe nothing like that ever happened to me.
It did.
The
What are you
stuff
talking
that
about?
I did?
You were molested,
No, I wasn't.
and there was an attempted rape. What the dude on Sunsteed molested you?
Oh, the neighbor kid?
Oh, that doesn't count. I
That
was
doesn't
young.
count. That wasn't real. That wasn't a
That
real
was a minor
molestation.
molestation.
That was only like two or three.
Yeah. Pretty sure that's the definition.
I learned to get the money up front from that one.
You learned that from Grandma. He didn't give you any money.
I know. That's why I said I
You
learned to
learned to
get it
not
up
go
front.
outside alone.
No, I didn't.
Hence the potential rape or whatever. Attempted rape.
That when I was 14.
Oh yeah, yeah. That doesn't count either.
I
You
was
were old.
I was experienced.
Yeah, he's gonna try to rape. That makes sense.
Now let me go ask this stranger for a ride home.
You're not gonna rape me, right? I mean, at least if you do now, it's my fault.
I think that one was my fault.
Probably was. You were dressed like a whore.
I was not. I was in some pretty tight pants. He couldn't get them off.
Sometimes whore dressing works in your advantage.
I want to see if you're going to get these pants off of me. I could barely get them on.
Yeah. So again, everything we say is a joke. Do not raise your kids as we raised ours.
That was
We
weird.
did wrong.
That car wreck that happened right there.
What?
That's what stopped it.
Oh, the rape?
Hmm.
They were probably looking, being like, I want to take pictures.
I don't think so. Think that person may have died in that wreck.
Well, hopefully they got their pictures.
I know the police sirens sent the would-be rapist running.
That's funny. Normally they hang around for the police.
And there was a lot of blood on the windshield of the car. He risked a lot to get those pictures.
Yeah.
That would have been funny if I came out of the bushes to the police.
Does mom still have that letter? Or did you make a copy of it?
Hell
That
no.
post office letter?
No.
We should publish that.
Why?
It's fucking bizarre.
It is bizarre. I think Mom probably and Brenda probably have copies of it.
You should ask her.
Why?
We should put that. I think it should be out there.
And
It's
then I'm
weird.
gonna cut open the balls and suck on the.
Whatever it was,
Yeah.
it was weird. I wonder if someone did that just to fucking fuck with people. That seems like something I would do.
Write it, then tear it up and think someone's gonna dig it out of the trash and tape it together.
Was it cut up?
Yes, it was torn
Really?
up. Yeah.
Oh.
And Heather, while Brenda's checking her P.O. box, digs out all the pieces. Because she was a little kid putting together a. I don't know.
Jesus. That's fucking funny, though.
Mhm.
We should try to find that letter, though. I want to show it to Daisy to show her how creepy the fucking world is.
Ew, no. You're already worried that she's just going to sit at home and do nothing.
You're the one that told me I need to teach her about rape and stuff. Not, not teach her about
that
rape.
that's not that's not about rape.
Natalie's like, you need to teach your daughter about rape.
No,
No, I will not do that.
that is not what I said.
But she insisted.
Ew, stop. Gross.
used to get mad at me because I wouldn't let her watch movies with rape scenes in them. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make her
What do you
paranoid that way.
mean? I never
You got
gotten.
mad at me for that. Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
didn't.
Yeah, you
No,
did.
I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't. The only one I
You
criticized you
did.
about was you wouldn't let her read the book To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, there's a rape scene in it.
That wasn't the point of the book.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. And there wasn't a
No,
rape
it
scene.
doesn't.
There wasn't a rape scene.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was.
She wasn't raped. She lied about being raped.
I didn't pay that much attention. I still beat you on the history exam, and that's all.
Made me change my answers. Asshole.
Was helping. Mm.
I think we're starting to argue.
Oh, is this the part they think we're arguing?
Yeah.
We're not arguing. We're just joking. You sensitive little pussies. That's funny. That probably is what Lane's thought. You argue every time. Like, no, we're just winding down. This is the fun part of the conversation.
We finished all the questions. And I
Now
don't
we
think
just
we
talk
answered
shit for
any
an
of
hour.
them.
Yeah. Don't vlog with your kids. It's the answer to all this shit.
That's the safest thing.
Yeah.
Or risk the potential of you going to jail for 10 days where they can diddle you.
Yeah. That's right. We're coming up with a new criminal justice system. It's called the diddler system. How many diddles does this one deserve?
It'll be a post-apocalyptic movie.
I just ran a red light. One diddle.
That doesn't count. You're experienced. You need 2 diddles.
One red light's 2 diddles?
If you're experienced. If you're not, then it's only 1 diddle.
Can we give quarter diddles? Just the tip.
This might need to be cut out. We're joking. We're joking. Rape is not funny.
This isn't rape. This is diddles.
That was going to be my next statement. I wanted you to say it.
It's not rape if it's consented by a judge.
I mean, the judges do send a lot of people to prison. I think they're consenting to
right.
diddles then.
They do get diddled.
Yep.
Oh, all right, we're done.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm hungry. I gotta go cook.
I'm thirsty. I gotta get more water.
Okay, love you, brother.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Disclaimer: everything we say is a joke.